We are minutes away from the Lions, Vikings, 14-2 Goliaths going head to head. This is really going to be a great, a dramatic ending to the regular season of the NFL. Welcome in. We are having a moment of silence for those lost during the New Orleans tragedy. Wow, this is going to be fantastic, guys. Glad to have you on board. It is my absolute dream and my passion to become a professional play-by-play commentator. Excuse me. Thank you for joining in. I'd be glad to talk any kind of college, NFL, whatever's on your mind. I'm going to be going absolutely wild, enjoying the final game of the regular season. I'm certainly upset with my Eagles. I know the Eagles won against the New Jersey Giants. But I am disappointed that Nick Sirianni benched Saquon Barkley. Saquon was that close for getting that elusive NFL record for rushing yards, beating Eric Dickerson, which did not happen. I understand you want to wrap up your starters with bubble wrap, preserve them for the postseason. I get it and I don't. I appreciate Saquon not throwing a fit like a 2-year-old, not getting his way. Saquon was very humble. He is grateful to be an Eagle, and he wants that ring on his finger more than selfish individual achievement. I appreciate all you guys chiming in. I know everyone wants to go to bed. It's going to be another long work week ahead of us. I never understood these night games. Being an adult now, I'm 42. As a kid, I loved it, but as an adult, it's just like I'm exhausted. I got to wake up at 6 a.m, and these games, Monday Night Football and Sunday Night Football, start at like 9 p.m. So I'll definitely give you my live play-by-play. I am very grateful and honored that you guys are showing up right now. We are minutes away from kickoff. Unfortunately, the national anthem is not being shown again. Military veteran talking here. It's an absolute disgrace how America is being not appreciated. The first responders and military veterans are keeping this country safe, and the least we can do is pay our respect and show it on nationwide TV, which is not happening. Go Irish. I'm with you. I really pray national media are starting to eat their words. Notre Dame and overrated are no longer in the same sentence. Oh, all right. Almost ready. Minutes away from kickoff, guys and girls. Wow. I can't believe the regular season's over. It went by like so quickly. My goodness. Get your beverage, grab a snack. It's going to be a good one. I believe it's already set with my Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles, don't write it down, but I heard that it will be Philadelphia versus Green Bay at Lincoln Financial Field next week. If that's true, woo, baby. My buddy Aaron Preston, professional play-by-play commentator, color analyst, and public address announcer, he's a diehard Packer fan. So he and I are great friends, except for one day of the year, and that's going to be next week. Boy, it's going to be a barn burner, that one. The cheese heads versus the Philly cheesesteak heads. Who is going to be the number 1 seed in the NFC? We're going to find out in about 3 hours. I don't have a dog in the race. Lions, Vikings, whoever wins, wins. I have always been a fan of the Lions only for one reason. I'm an Eagle fan, so don't get that confused, guys. Love my birds. But how do I say this? The Cinderella story that is the Lions, how can you not pull for someone like that? I grew up in the 80s and 90s, and the Lions were a joke. Now, far from a joke. The Lions are the real deal. They're the real McCoy. 1 minute away from kickoff, guys. Buckle up. Here we go. I got you. They are playing at the Motor City, Detroit, USA. It's just saying USA reminds me that they didn't show the national anthem again. Without America, we wouldn't have all these great sports. NBA, NHL, football. You got to pay respect to the country you're playing in. And all the corporate sponsors and all these channels, they just don't show the national anthem. It's a damn disgrace. Here's the kickoff. Lions will be getting the ball first. Drop into a knee in the end zone. Ball will be placed at the 25-yard line. Jared Goff and the Lions, here they come. Lions are donning their black jerseys, and obviously the away team, Minnesota Vikings, they're in white. Gibbs is a lone setback. Number 14 is in motion, 2 wide receivers. Handoff down the middle to Gibbs, about 2-3 yards, nothing more, 2nd and 7. Jared Goff, 72% on the completion percentage ratio. Almost 4,400 yards passing, 2nd in the NFL. Woo-hoo! That's got Pro Bowler written all over it. It is 2nd and 8. Goff in shotgun formation throws it laterally to number 9. Maybe about 2-3 yards gain there as well. Looking at about 3rd and a long 4. So right now I got YouTube going over here, TikTok going on over here. Thank you so much for joining. It really means a lot to me to have your friendship and I can't finish the sentence, but trust me, I'm a better commentator than I am a conversationalist. Third and 5 for the Detroit offense. 4 wide receivers, actually 5 wide receivers set for Detroit. He is looking to pass, and he does. Goff connects to number 26 up the middle at the Lion 41-yard line. 1st down, Detroit. Number 26, Gibbs, set a good pick at first, and then he got out in the open. He was the one that received it, breaking past the 40-yard line. Wow. Seeing Detroit at 14-2, that's astounding. Next play, Goff hands it off down the middle. Gibbs again. He does elude pressure for a second, but you can't elude those white jerseys of the Vikings. They are solid. A great defense for Minnesota this year. About a loss of 3 on that handoff. 2nd and 13 coming up for the Lions. Still in their own territory. Three wide receivers set to the left side of the field. Goff does hand it off to Gibbs again. Picks up about 4 yards, gaining the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10 coming up for the Detroit Lions. And while I'm wearing my Notre Dame gear, prepare yourself, guys. A Notre Dame video is coming in full, talking about the breakdown of the Georgia game and the upcoming Penn State game that Notre Dame is facing. It's actually a 3rd and 8 for Jared Goff and his offense. Ball is spotted at the 43-yard line in Detroit territory. 4 wide receivers set. Again, Goff in shotgun formation. I don't know why you're doing this, but the Minnesota defense is sniffing out the run game. They see it coming, and Goff continues to hand the ball to Gibbs. Terrible idea. About a 5-yard loss in that last play. You got to trust your wideouts, and right now Jared Goff is not. Terrible idea by Goff. You had to throw that on 3rd and 8. Gibbs is not going to get your first down. Minnesota will be getting the ball very shortly. Special teams unit is out. Number 3, Fox, looking to punt, and he does. Successful kick. Ball is at the 10-yard line, Minnesota territory. Number 4 is trying to run it back, but he trips over himself. It looks like he caught a piece of the dirt, fell face first. Minnesota will be getting the ball at their own 13-yard line. "11 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Goose eggs on the board." So message me, guys. What's going on? What do you got? What's going on in your lives? How you doing? Is your team's in the playoffs? Something that's coming up again. I follow it, but I don't watch the games. I watch the highlights. UFL. The XFL and USFL had a baby. They combined and made UFL, which is coming up March this year. It's the spring league for football. I'm actually quite interested to see how that's going to pan out. I know the NFL has been using the UFL as like a minor league. Many NFL players are former UFL affiliates. So it's really great to see, especially not just having a farm system, but for us fans waiting for NFL to come. We have a little bit of arena football and UFL to keep us busy. And I've also been, God in heaven, what's that called? CFL, Canadian Football League. They've got an end zone like twice the size of the NFL. A lot of fun to watch there as well. We're almost at the just when you think the commercials are over, they add one more. It doesn't stop. Corporate America has their hands in our pockets. Come on, football. Now we're back on the field. There's Dan Campbell, proud head coach for the Detroit Lions. 14-2. I can't get over it. Vikings, I can understand, but damn, the Lions are a force to be reckoned with, possibly collecting the number 1 seed of the NFC. First playoff line of scrimmage for Minnesota is a run up the middle, about an 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2 for the Viking offense. Sam Darnold, quarterback for the Vikings, about 4,100 yards in the air, 35 touchdowns, a career high for Sam Darnold. Beautiful throw up the middle to number 81 or 87, to number 87. Great pass, quarterback to wide receiver connection. First down for Minnesota. It was the tight end, number 87, with the reception. Little underthrown by Sam Darnold. Lucky that wasn't intercepted. 10 minutes to play in the first quarter. Still goose eggs on the board here at Detroit City. I formation. Sam Darnold fakes the handoff, throws it to number 18 across the line of scrimmage. 18 does get about 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5 coming up for Minnesota. Justin Jefferson. And Hawkinson, number 87, the tight end for the Minnesota Vikings. Stellar. Single setback, number 33. 3 wide receivers set for Sam Darnold. He takes the ball under center. The running back gets about 3 yards up the right side. Maybe a long 3rd and 2 for the Vikings. And the Detroit Lion fans are going crazy right now, trying to disrupt the center quarterback communication. Can the Lion D put a stop to the Vikings on this drive? Little under 9 minutes to play. 3rd and 2. Vikings shotgun formation. Sam Darnold throws. Caught! Beautiful catch by number 33, the running back Jones. He got popped as soon as he got hit, but he held on to the ball. Aaron Jones Sr., number 33, the running back for the Vikings, hails from Texas, El Paso. He's a Pro Bowler about 4 years ago. Again, 3 wide receivers set for Darnold, taking the ball under center. Wow, a great eluding tackle. About 5 yards up the middle for number 3. He was greased with Crisco. The defenders could not bring Jones down. Motor City Muscle. See if Detroit can flex some muscle, getting the W and the number 1 seed. They got home field advantage. You got to pull for the Cinderella team that is Detroit. I would love to see Detroit and Philadelphia in the NFC Championship game. 110%. 2nd and 4 for Minnesota. A lot of yellow laundry on the field. False start on Minnesota. 5-yard infraction. And again, I spoke about this. The quarterback and the center are not in cahoots. They can't hear shit. It's Detroit. It's home field. And the fans are doing their job. They're silencing the count, and it's working to perfection. 2nd and 9 coming up for the Vikings. 7.5 minutes to play. 0s on the board. Vikings, Lions, both at 14 and 2. I said it on my video, and I mean it. King Kong versus Godzilla. Sam Darnold, shotgun formation. He fades back looking to pass. He does. Incomplete up the middle. 3rd and 9 coming up for the Miami. Wrong team. For the Minnesota Vikings. The ball is still in Minnesota territory. They have not crossed midfield as of yet. The Lions are getting pressure on Sam Darnold, and that's what you need to do. You can't let the quarterback take a nap and find out what goes where and why. Make him rush, make him make stupid mistakes. 3rd and 9. Again, you got shotgun formation. 5 wide receivers. He's looking to collect to one of them. And he almost got to number 87, his tight end. Off the fingertips. Incomplete pass. 4th and 9. In come the special teams unit. Great job by the Detroit defense and the crowd. The beauty of home field advantage. The louder you are, the worse it is for the opponent. Will we see a special teams block? Can Detroit get to the punter? Here comes the snap. And the kick is successful. Ball is at the 10, looking to get returned. 10, 15, 20. Wow, what a great run to the Detroit 23-yard line. Number 11 with a 13-yard run. Well done. Of course, you have to pause for another break. I'm not pausing, guys. Get on the keyboard. Start messaging me. What do you want to talk about? All that garbage, corporate America, they're killing us. There's more commercials than there is football game, for crying out loud. You know what really gets me and really irks me? They find time for the commercials. No, they can't find time for the national anthem, right? No, don't put respect to America. No. Keep giving us more commercials and draining our wallets and milking us every time you can. Yeah, it's terrible. So we're currently on commercial break, guys. Detroit will be getting the ball back at their own 23-yard line. Goose eggs on the board about halfway through the first quarter. I'm going to get my cell phone charger. Be right back. All right. Handy dandy charger. At 75% right now. I'll try to keep this thing juiced. Perfect. Well, at least that was kind of Peacock to do. It's half commercial and half football game. So you get a little bit of both. Perfect. Thank you for joining in, Bryson. You've always been a frequent flyer of mine and a great supporter. Thank you for your love and support of my dream, becoming a professional play-by-play commentator. Spread the word, guys. This is exactly how social media works. I want to help you. You help me. Devin, same thing goes to you. You've been a great supporter of mine. God bless you. Thank you for joining in. That's better. Yeah, it is official. Packers, Eagles, Broncos, Bills. Ooh, yeah, I'm excited about that one. I respect Bills Nation. Bills Mafia. Oh, you guys are relentless. You guys are crazy. Big reason I love you, because I'm an Eagle fan. We're the same way. We go bonkers. I love the intensity and the passion of the Bills faithful. And I will respect the Bills even more when the Bills beat Kansas City. Hopefully they see them in the AFC Championship game. I got no love for KC or Taylor Swift for that matter. We're back in action. 7 minutes to play in the first quarter. Detroit does have the ball at their own 22-yard line. Single setback. Gibbs all by himself. He gets the pitch. Looking to run up the middle through the heart of the Minnesota defense. He gets about 6 yards. They're actually going to push him back a yard or two. Maybe it's only a 4-yard gain. Jahmyr Gibbs, 7th in the NFL with about 1,200 yards rushing. Goff again in shotgun formation. 3 wide receiver set. 2nd and 6. Here we go. He's got to snap the ball, and he does. He avoids the delay of game. 16 with the pass up the middle. Caught. Number 87, I believe that's his tight end as well. First down, Detroit, moving the chains. All right, guys. David Montgomery, running back for the Lions. He is in the street clothes. He's not playing today. A lot of confusion with the Detroit offense. They can't get the play set. They still have 10 seconds to snap the ball, but no communication. You got to listen to your quarterback, and the offensive line is really incoherent right now. Another handoff for Gibbs. Minnesota defense smelled it out again. Minnesota defense knows the rush game. The offensive line is not playing together. They're not communicating, and it's going to be the Achilles heel to Detroit's loss if they do lose. Second and 10 for Detroit. Goff is going to take the ball under center. Again, a single setback. 14 in motion. Goff fakes the handoff. He's looking deep. He connects it at the 50-yard line. Number 14 with a beautiful reception. Getting a little cocky there, doing a little celebrating. I get it, but yeah. Pump the brakes there, St. Brown, the wide receiver. You made a great catch, but wasn't a touchdown. So, you know what I mean, guys? There's a time to celebrate and there's a time to swallow your pride and get back to the line. Because 2 plays ago, Detroit did not have it together. 16, Goff, great job eluding pressure. The offensive line was crumbling at first. The pocket was collapsing. 16 did a good job throwing that away. He didn't get the sack. Great job, Goff. Yeah, I never laced up pads. I never played football once in my life. But you got to know pride under in victory, something like that. I can't think of the exact quote, but you gotta keep your head in the game. I sound like a T-ball coach, but you really do have to bring elementary to the professional level. No one to celebrate and no one to play. Goff fades back, looking to pass. He does. Caught up the middle once again to number 87, Laporta, the tight end. Third and 3 coming up for Detroit. At about the Minnesota 35-yard line. They're somewhat in field goal range, but they are wanting 6 badly, especially with the Detroit crowd behind them. Ball will be spotted at about the 36, 37-yard line. Thank you, everyone, for joining in, guys. This means the world to me, either on YouTube or on TikTok, wherever you're watching me. This is my dream, guys, to become a professional play-by-play commentator. Thank you for your love and support. All right, 3rd and a long 2 for Detroit. We have a timeout on the field. It looks to be Detroit. Unbelievable, Detroit. Your coach literally had to save your butt from a 5-yard delay of game penalty. Lack of communication. I know I'm a squeaky wheel getting the grease right now, but the repetition of me saying that's got to mean something, right? One, lack of communication. Okay, maybe that's understood. But constant, you got to put the plug on that, Detroit. How are you 14-2 with the lack of communication in the offensive line right now? You normally have this problem if you're if you're playing away. The crowd's yelling at you. You can't hear. That I can understand. I don't know the Detroit team that well, but my opinion, they must be playing a few second and third stringers that aren't accustomed to playing in the primetime lights of the NFL. Three wide receivers set for the Lions. They are going to hand it off. Does the offensive line have it? And they do. Great job blocking. Reynolds running out of bounds. Number 13. He collects the first down for Detroit, moving the chains for the Lions. I take that back. Holding, 10-yard penalty. 3rd and 13. Again, the offensive line. What in the world? Oh, my thoughts on Notre Dame and Penn State. Hold on. Got your answer. Trying to get my notes. Hold on here. I got your answer. Video is coming, guys. I am taking good notes on Penn State, Notre Dame, and a huge breakdown of the victory for the Irish against the SEC juggernaut, Georgia. Big video coming out around Monday or Tuesday. Stay tuned for that one. Hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss that awesome breakdown I'm going to give you. All right. 3rd and 12 for the Detroit Lions at the Minnesota 46-yard line. Goff, oh my goodness. What a beautiful pass and catch by number 17, the wide receiver, Patrick. Unfortunately, very short of the first down. I don't see a field goal coming here. My opinion, you want to pin your opponent inside the 20-yard line. I'd like to see a punt. Campbell's got the gas pedal down. His offense is on the field, rolling the dice, playing the craps game. Let's see what the percentage is. 69% completion with the fourth down ratio. Almost a coin flip. Will Detroit get a first down? They have to get to the Minnesota 34-yard line. 3 wide receivers set. Shotgun formation for Goff. Eludes a sack. Great catch, number 9 at the 35-30. Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Number 9, Williams, held on to the ball after he got rocked. Wow. Goff, you have my respect. You know a freight train is coming at you. A Minnesota linebacker or defenseman coming directly at you. He sees it, and he still gets off a precision pass to number 9, the wide receiver. Unreal. Anybody out there have the balls to stand in front of a locomotive coming at you and get an accurate pass off? I can't. I'd be running. Oh, speaking of running, 10-5 touchdown Lions. What a run by number 26, Gibbs. I can't wait to see the highlights. I was giving you color commentary there at first. I forgot to give you a play-by-play commentary. Beautiful job. Oh, my gosh. Give me the highlight. Thank you, NBC. Let's see how this broke down. A great block by the fullback for the Lions created an even bigger hole. The offensive line did create a little one. Fullback made it even a bigger one. He dodged 1 or 2 tackles. Beautiful job. You go from lack of communication to me praising you. Lions, you're confusing the heck out of me. Extra point up and good. Wow. A little shimmy shake by Gibbs, dodging the last tackler into the end zone in the blue paint. Wow. Sensational. I really was starting to eat my words about pulling for Detroit. And, yep, if there's any Detroit Lion fans out there, I think we're riding that roller coaster all year long. Oh, it is on commercial, guys, but I'm not going anywhere. Start typing. What do you want to talk about? Minnesota needs to answer, and they will. There is no way on God's green earth we are seeing a goose egg on the board for the Vikings. No way. Nuh-uh. Ain't happening. Sam Darnold is as accurate as Jared Goff, in my opinion. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to put my finishing touches on my Notre Dame video. Very excited to hear your response. Is Rodgers coming back? Ooh, after breaking, no, not breaking, after joining that 500 touchdown club, I don't think Aaron Rodgers really has much to prove anymore. You see the white hair, the facial hair. He's not a spring chicken. I really believe he wants to go out on top. Obviously, the Jets didn't make the playoffs, so it's not really on top, but a achievement for himself, reaching that plateau. That might be a good time to tip the cap and call it a career. Yeah, Riley, the Duke transfer quarterback. I didn't see. I like. How do I say this? I liked the pickup. Now I absolutely love the pickup. I didn't know much about Riley Leonard. I just saw the highlights on YouTube in the beginning of the season. Go Irish. I'm completely with you. The running capability of Riley Leonard is like Tim Tebow-ish back in the Florida day when he went to college. The guy is an absolute double threat. There is no reason the Irish cannot win the title. Since 1988, they're on a drought. That title's getting awfully lonely. A lot of about 35, 36-year drought for the Irish. That's going to come to a screeching halt this year, in my opinion. Roll Tide. You got to appreciate every college. Why? They're from America. And I personally am a huge fan of red, white, and blue. If you guys watch my videos, you see Old Glory behind me. I give love and respect to America as often as I can, especially to first responders and military veterans. We got to stay together in this country, guys. So much hate in this world. We got to come together. That's the only way we're going to survive as Americans is we have each other's backs. So it is 7-0 at Detroit. Lions are up. A few minutes left in the first quarter. Minnesota will be getting the ball back. How is it in Alabama? I live in North Carolina. I personally love it here in NC. I don't have many friends here in NC for obvious reason. Tar Heels, Wake Forest, NC State, so much love and support for those teams. But me wearing this hat out in public, let's just say I don't run into a lot of Notre Dame fans. I did miss that play. I was talking to you guys. Let's see what just happened here up top. Number 99, the defensive end for the Lions. He did infiltrate. He broke through the offensive line and collected a sack. Sam Darnold got a little dirty. That white jersey might be good for a Tide commercial at the end of this game. Wow, 2nd and 27 for the struggling Minnesota Vikings inside their own 5-yard line, hoping to avoid a safety. Number 14 barely gets it off in time. Number 33 with the reception up the left field line. About a 5-yard gain. Still, it's going to be 3rd and forever. The Lions are smelling blood. 1 play left in the first quarter, about 40 seconds left. 3rd and 18. Will Detroit go long or just try to get a little more cushion for the punter? The Lions defensive coordinator, Aaron Glenn, he is losing his mind in a good way. He is trying to pump up his D. 20 seconds left. They got to snap the ball inside of 7 seconds. The Vikings, they can't hear anything. They're trying to call an audible. Sam Darnold, there's no communication because the loud is so crazy loud. Just off the fingertips, up the middle, number 87, Hutchinson. He could not bring it down. 4th and 18 coming up for the Minnesota Vikings. 7 seconds on the clock, punting formation for Minnesota. 87 had it. It was just off his fingertips, incomplete. I believe that. A lot of Alabama folks on the lines. Probably from the Nick Saban era. Number 11 for the Lions. He does come down with the ball at their own 30-yard line. Go Irish. Let's go. I'm with you. End of the first quarter. Detroit up 7-0 at the Motor City. Oh. Thank you for joining in, everybody. I got your play-by-play commentary of Sunday Night Football. David and Goliath, pardon me, the exact opposite. King Kong and Godzilla, 14-2, both teams fighting for the number 1 seed of the NFC. Waiting for the game to come back on. Thank you for your patience. If you guys want to talk about anything, hit that message. Let's talk it up. My young lady's in the background waving her rally towel. I love you.
Love you too, honey.
She's just getting her voice back from laryngitis. Boy, I'm telling you, that was insane. She went from talking perfectly fine like this. Literally just, if you've ever had laryngitis, you know exactly what I'm going with here. It's insane. Another commercial break. Corporate America, you're pissing me off. I am just flustered beyond belief on how corporate America is milking us. More commercials than football. So I'm not going anywhere, guys. Get on the message board, type it up. What do you want to talk about? NCAA, NFL, even talk about UFL coming up in March, the spring league football. I appreciate you, Devin. I always can count on you. You were with me since the start of PTSD play-by-play. Thank you, everyone joining in and giving comments and thumbs up. It really means a lot to me. Thank you so much for believing in my dream of becoming a professional play-by-play commentator. My young lady even told me when she graduates college, I'm next on the chopping block, broadcasting journalism. I'm going to give my very best effort to collect that degree and live my dream. Everyone else out there should live your dream as well. 31-yard line in Detroit territory. Jared Goff, shotgun formation, and we seem to have motion possibly caused by the offense. False start, 5-yard penalty. 1st and 15 for the Lions. Beginning of the second quarter, Detroit 7, Minnesota 0. Detroit should not get comfortable with that goose egg that Vikings have. It's not going to last. Vikings are freaking good. Handoff going down the middle for Gibbs again, possibly a 3-yard gain. 2nd and 12 coming up for the home team. Second and 12. Lions are lined up. 4 wide receivers. He uses one of them. Oh, someone just got lit up. Number 43 for the Vikings literally brought out both horns like a freaking bull and bulldozed a lion. Who in the world? Oh my gosh, that was Gibbs. Number 26 was the victim from that catastrophe. Wow, what a bludgeoning. What a hit. Number 43 laid out Gibbs. And it was legal. Shoulder pad right to the chest plate. No head-to-head contact, Wow, that was gorgeous. Beautiful hit. Speaking of beautiful, Minnesota is coming at the Lions like nothing before. I honestly don't think the Lions were prepared for the Minnesota defense. That last play ended up Jared Goff. You took a seat real freaking quick. Another sack recorded for the Minnesota defense. Number 58, Grenard. Obviously, goose egg on the board for the Vikings right now for the offense. But dang, that Viking defense is for real. I pity any team that plays the Vikings. I really don't watch the Vikings. I'm an Eagle fan. I see the Vikings every now and then on highlights, but for crying out loud, I am just astonished by the physicality of the Viking defense. Holy crap. Yep. Wow. The Lions are in trouble. True, they have the lead for now, but dang, the offensive line for Detroit will have their hands full the next 3 quarters. Baby. That was a lick. After you're done watching this play-by-play, check out the highlights tomorrow morning on that. Dang, that was a hit. Wow. My thoughts in the Penn State game? My thoughts are right here. Taking notes like a professional journalist. Penn State, I believe they had an easy game with Boise State. Same can be said about Indiana with Notre Dame, but I don't want to give you false information or predict things immaturely. Again, I'm taking notes. I'm a diehard Notre Dame fan, so I don't know a whole lot about Penn State. I am diving into it, and I will make that video later. You can't go against the Buckeyes. Someone just typed in "Let's go Buckeyes." You have to praise them. They have been licking chops, except for that Michigan game. How in the world did the Buckeyes lose to unranked Michigan? Mind blowing. I did not go to Notre Dame. No, sir. Anyone that does, you must be going through scholarship, because getting into the University of Notre Dame, dang, that's a pretty penny. So, Longhorns and Buckeyes. Michael, who do you got? Obviously, you're pulling for the Buckeyes, but what I'm saying is, how well do you see yourself matching up with the Longhorns? You're right. Ohio State didn't throw the ball during that Michigan game. It's like having Saquon Barkley in your backfield and not running the ball. All right, we're back in action. Detroit 7, Minnesota 0. Looking to change that right now. Sam Darnold under center at midfield. 2 wide receivers set. Hands the ball off instead. Maybe a 1-yard gain. The Detroit Lion defense, they are trying to duplicate the Minnesota defense with that Great Wall of China. I thank everyone out there, not just watching, but for keeping polite words. This is a family-friendly channel, guys. I have children watching right now, so thank you for being kind with your words. Number 14, Darnold. He's getting all day in the pocket. He throws up the middle. Caught. About a 15-yard reception to number 84, Oliver. Hats off to the Minnesota O-line, keeping a great pocket of protection for number 14, Darnold. We have yellow laundry on the field. Let's see what this is about. About 12 and a half minutes to play in the second quarter. The penalty is declined. It was on the Lions. Minnesota will keep the 15-yard reception. I fully see Ohio State and Notre Dame meeting up for the BCS. Shotgun formation for Darnold. He's got the ball at the Detroit 36-yard line. Quick throw across the line of scrimmage to number 3. He got absolutely nothing. He might have lost a yard. So, Michael, I appreciate your friendship we have right now. It might get a little dicey when my Irish play your Buckeyes. Again, it's all in fun. There's no hatred. I love everything about all sports because it's all born and bred here in America. I can't say enough about our country, guys. Speaking of our country, close to a 250-year anniversary. That's coming up real quick. And Donald Trump, he's stirring the pot on some good stuff for us Americans on that 250th celebration. Ooh, Michael, that is a conundrum. And I do want to see a Rocky 2. Chiefs, Eagles 2. I'm fully with you, Landon. Yes, I want redemption on those Arrowhead blanks. that was me cursing, you know. Do a little Joe Pesci without cursing, like in Home Alone. Sam Darnold. Oh, he got hit. Oh, what a great throw and a beautiful catch. Justin Jefferson, number 18. He's got Elmer's glue on his hands. I'm sure that's not correct, but it certainly seemed that way. He had go-go gadget arms, dislocating his arms to make that catch. Wow, and that should have been a delay of game on Minnesota. It wasn't called. Great job by Sam Darnold, under pressure, making a great throw to his wideout number 18. I have all the love and respect for quarterbacks that can make precision passes while having a car or a truck come right at you. That you need courage beyond belief to make that kind of effort and play. First and goal, number 27, the running back gets absolutely nowhere. Second and goal at about the 4 or 5 yard line. I knew Minnesota wasn't going to go away quietly. That goose egg was not going to last long. They are looking to tie the game up right now. It's currently 7-0 at the Motor City. Lions are up. 10 and a half minutes to play in the second quarter. And they're stopping the play for some reason. The receivers picked up the football. I don't know what the refs are doing right now. There's no flag. The referees might be trying to adjust the time clock. I don't know what in the world just happened. The referees are just they're probably as confused as I am right now. Eagles versus Pats. I already got my redemption with the Patriots in Super Bowl 52. Washed my hands of that. I want some new blood. And the Patriots are stinking it up this year. What are they, like 3-14? Sam Darnold smartly throws it away. He avoids a sack. Third and goal coming up at the Detroit 4-yard line. Oh, the Pack. Okay. That's, again, I'm going to have to do research on that. Now that I know my Eagles are facing the Packers, like a professional, I'm going to dive into it. I'm going to do some research. I don't want to say anything off script. So obviously go Birds. Birds are going to win the Super Bowl. Any football fan, if you don't say your team's going to win the Super Bowl, you're not a fan. You got to be fully into it, all in. I'm all in on my Philadelphia Eagles. Sam Darnold throws it into the end zone, overthrows his shot. 87 was the target. He needed a step stool to get that one. Fourth and goal at the Detroit 4-yard line. Minnesota's not going for a field goal. Oh, Minnesota, they want that number 1 seed of the NFC, and they know they're not going to get it by kicking field goals. You're not going to win this by a field goal game against Detroit, at Detroit. Sam Darnold, 4 yards away from 6 points. Can he cash in? Pardon me, the ball's at the 3-yard line. 3 wide receivers set. He is looking to throw. Will he? Great protection in the pocket. Off the fingertips of Justin Jefferson. Incomplete. Lions take over on downs. 97 yards away from the end zone. But a great job by the Detroit Lion defense. And still, a lot of credit to the Minnesota O-line. A great protection pocket for Sam Darnold, the quarterback. He did have time to throw. Sam Darnold looked like he rushed. I need to breathe. I forgot to breathe. I almost passed out. It's 7-0. Detroit's up. Back to the Sam Darnold bit, though. He had time in the pocket. He rushed that throw. He had time. He should have set his feet. Take your time on the pass. Instead, he threw the ball while in motion. Not a great idea. So, unfortunately, Minnesota could have been on the board. 7-3. Unfortunately, still goose eggs for Minnesota. Lions 7. Vikings 0 at the Motor City. About 10 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Landon, thank you. I'm getting a little choked up, boss. Thank you for your support in my dream of becoming a professional play-by-play commentator. It's what I want to do. I mean, every man and woman that served their country, they all have dreams, and that's mine. Yeah, I'm sorry about your Niners. I don't know what in the world happened with the Niners. Did they catch the injury bug? Because there's no way they should have finished in last place in the division. The NFC West, I think it is. Niners are a complete disappointment. Oh. Well, we are on commercial break, guys, but you know me. I'm not going anywhere. Give it to me. Start typing. Let's talk about something. Go Irish. Cheer, cheer for old Notre Dame. I don't know about anyone else out there, but I'm still watching Rudy every other day. Oh, man, that's like on repeat of my DVD player. Absolutely. Rudy, Rudy. Oh, yeah, Landon, thank you so much for that compliment again, guys. It means the world to me. I fully see Notre Dame winning this game against Penn State. I don't have all the information yet, but you can't go against Riley freaking Leonard. Oh, and his guts. Not only is his rushing capability, but he rarely goes out of bounds. He wants every inch, and you can't ask for more. You really can't. We're back in action here. 10 minutes even on the clock. Lions with the ball. Second and was that incompletion? Oh, we're just seeing the highlights here right now. Second down coming up for the Lions. Maybe you need a new defensive coordinator. What's wrong with Jeremiah Love? Chris, don't do this to me. What's wrong with Love? Oh, don't tell me Love is injured for the Irish. I'm waiting for a replay. I'm sorry, guys. I was reading the messages here. It looks to be a possible safety or an incomplete pass. Will the referee say there was a receiver in the area? Waiting for the audio. Let's see what happens. There was a wide receiver in the area. It is an incomplete pass. If it was going to be grounding, it certainly would have been a safety because Jared Goff was in the end zone. Love is doubtful. Are you freaking kidding me? Jeremiah Love, you can't. No, don't do that to me. I know we have Price, great running back, but don't take Love. Oh, gee. Pass completion to Laporta, the tight end for the Lions. First down for Detroit. And the head coach for the Vikings is furious. The Lions were literally pinned inside their own end zone. Jared Goff pulling a rabbit out of the hat, finding his tight end Laporta, moving the chains. Next play up the middle, running into a Viking wall. Possible 1 yard gain. Nah, I honestly didn't even notice Love was injured. Dang. I remember the game at the Coliseum, Notre Dame, USC. Dang it. Yes, I do miss those days. Landon, I miss a lot about the past. I miss when quarterbacks can get hit and they weren't playing flag football, if you know what I mean. You sneeze on the quarterback, it's a 15-yard penalty. Playing the Packers in the first round, I do believe that. I got to do my research, but I do know the Packers did not get where they're at by their good looks and personality. Thank you. Yeah, as a Niner fan, I certainly sympathize. Ohio State or Texas, I'm pulling for Ohio State for one reason. I'll get right on that. Hold on. Lions with the ball, they're trying to run up the middle, and they do successfully, moving the chains on 3rd and 1. Detroit is definitely doing well against the Viking defense that is definitely relentless. I'm not from South Bend, born and bred Allentown, PA. But someone just messaged a little while ago, Ohio State or Texas. I want Ohio State for one big reason. Ric Flair, professional wrestler, he quote saying, "To be the man, you've got to beat the man." And currently, Ohio State is the man. statistically. So I want Ohio State, Notre Dame in the BCS championship game. I want Notre Dame to beat the best, in my opinion. And I just missed a huge play there. My goodness, a huge sack. As I got done praising about the Viking defense, they are relentless and they are pushing and shoving. They finally got through the Detroit O-line. Here comes the replay. It was a blitz off the left sideline. Yep. Didn't pick it up. 3 Vikings coming right at him. It wasn't a sack. It was an interception. Oh, my goodness. It was a tip pick off by number 0 of the Vikings. They have the ball first and goal at the Detroit 5-yard line. Wow. And Ric Flair, yeah. Woo! I'm with you on that. Wow. Vikings are knocking at the door again. Can they cash in? Ball is spotted at the 7-yard line in Detroit territory. First and goal. 5 wide receivers set. No running back behind number 14, Darnold. Obviously a throw. What will happen? Great defense by Detroit. Blocking it away from number 18, Justin Jefferson. Hot hand number 18 denied. I got to do more research on Ohio State. If it comes to that point, I will look into your boys even further if it gets to be the why am I buffering on TikTok? What in the world's going on? Oh, it's that puzzle piece thing. I hate these things. Got to slide the puzzle piece over.
Get it in the hole, honey.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it in the hole. I got it in the hole, honey. Okay, now the puzzle piece is in. Now I'm good to talk again. Number 14, Sam Darnold throws into the end zone. Great catch by number 18, Justin Jefferson. But he was out of bounds. Incomplete is the call. Let's see the replay if he got 2 feet in bounds. It was deflected. There's the catch, and he didn't even have 1 foot in bounds. Definite incompletion. Wow. 3rd and goal once again for the Minnesota Vikings. If they get stopped this time, do you think the Vikings should get on the board at least and kick a field goal? 3rd and goal at the Detroit 7-yard line. Here we go. Can the Vikings collect 6? Huge blitz by Detroit. Again overthrowing Justin Jefferson. 3 times Darnold went to number 18. Incomplete all 3 times. If I'm the Vikings, you're kicking a field goal. You get on the board. I would not roll the dice on the Detroit defense. Currently, they are absolutely eating Sam Darnold up. Let's see what happens. Will the Vikings roll the dice and go for it or kick that field goal? I say take 3 points. Let's see. Minnesota they're thinking my way. Here comes the 3 points. Kick is barely good. Oh, inches away from nicking the post. Still 3 points up and good. Minnesota 3, Detroit 7, halfway through the second quarter. Thank you for joining me, guys. I'm going to get my words out. I completely thank you for taking time in your busy Sunday to join me. This is an absolute dream of mine to find this social media thing, do what I love, doing play-by-play commentary. You guys can enjoy what I've been doing my entire life, actually. Sitting in front of a TV, calling a game. Now the whole world can watch me. I'm really not a fan of computers or cell phones, but there are great things that do come of it. I'm hoping to reach the top of the commentary mountain and do this professionally one day. Brady Quinn or Jimmy Clausen? Quinn. Yes. Go Irish. Yes. Hit that subscribe button, guys. I have a big video coming out. I've been taking notes. Showing a little professionalism, even though I'm not getting paid to do it. I am very excited to do this video. I'll probably put it out Monday or Tuesday for the Thursday game. My video will have breakdown of the Georgia-Irish game and a preview of the Lions Notre Dame collide. Now we're still on commercial. Lions 7, Vikings 3 at the Motor City. Still half a quarter in the second quarter left to play. All right, we're back in action here. 6.5 minutes to play, second quarter. Both teams at 14-2, fighting for that number 1 seed of the NFC. After the Viking field goal, they're kicking off to Detroit. Thank you for your love and support. Sincerely appreciated. The ball does reach the end zone, trickles out of bounds. Lions will get the ball at their own 25-yard line. How about them Eagles? 14-3 without Saquon Barkley. Yep. Wow. I am so proud of my birds. Woo-hoo, fly, Eagles, fly. And especially the Eagles caught the injury bug 3 or 4 times inside of the regular season. Thankfully, Dallas Goedert, the tight end, he is 100% healthy. He's good to go. Detroit Lions at the ball. Goff, beautiful throw up the middle. Unfortunately, number 17 does stumble. He trips over his own shoelaces. 2nd and 2 coming up for the Lions. Hey, Chris Lentz, how do you feel about Saquon Barkley getting benched? Obviously, they want everyone 100%, but how do you feel about Saquon at the cusp of breaking that rushing record and denied? He did not get the opportunity to break it. How do you feel? Jared Goff, he eludes the pressure. He connects to number 14, St. Brown. At midfield is the Lions. Detroit faithful are going wild. 5.5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Lions have 2 of their 3 timeouts remaining. Three wide receivers set. Goff in shotgun formation. He hands it off. About a 3-yard gain at the Viking 47-yard line. I cannot wait for Penn State Notre Dame. I pray I don't work on Thursday night. I hope I don't work. I missed the Notre Dame Georgia game because I had to work. That's why you didn't see me do play-by-play. All right, ball is spotted at the Minnesota 48-yard line. 2nd and 7 for the Lions at home. Currently up 7-3 against the Vikings. Trying to run the ball up the middle again. Shoestring tackle. Looking to be about a 3rd and 2 for the Lions. Yes, ring on the finger is much more important than an individual achievement. Completely agree, Chris. All right, here we go. It's a long 3rd and 2. It does say 3rd and 3. Goff looking to run up the middle again. Shockingly, it looks to be a first down. I don't like running the ball up the middle against a solid Minnesota defense. It seems to work right now for the Lions offense. And they are short. It looked to be the yellow marker is not 100% legit. Looks like the zebras, the black and white officials, they are marking it short. 4th and inches. If it was the Eagles, you'd go for the brotherly shove. Let's see if the Lions can articulate some version of the tush push. They're not going for a field goal. It's too long for that, and I would go for it. 4th and inches, and you have the crowd on your back. We are getting a timeout. It looks to be on Detroit. Someone's getting charged for the timeout. Looks to be on Detroit. Oh, wait. It's a challenge. Detroit is challenging the spotting on the field. It might be a first down after all if the Lions can get this challenge complete. It looks to be a legit first down. The knee did not hit until the elbow hit down. It seems, my opinion, first glance, I only saw a quick glimpse on the TV. It seems to be first down Lions. Let's see what the challenge. More commercials. I want to see the results, not commercials. Blake, welcome in, sir. God bless you. Glad to have you. Man, oh man, oh man. Corporate freaking America, you're killing us. Of course I remember you, Blake. Yeah, you did good color commentary for me before. You're a gentleman. Thank you. Oh, some water. Hang on tight, guys. We're still on commercial. This is ridiculous. I hate even saying it. I remember as a kid, 80s, 90s football, little commercials, lot of football. Now it seems to absolutely flip. Little football, lot of commercials. Yay! I'm completely being facetious. I love you, sweetheart. Good night. All right. Guys, corporate America. Oh, my goodness. You'll be 17. Wow. Awesome, Blake. Happy early birthday to you, sir. Enjoy the teens. They go by quick. My son's 16. My son, Miles, he's a junior firefighter in training, actually. He wants to be a professional firefighter in Pennsylvania. So give a lot of love and respect to my son. Brave as could be. I'm so damn proud of him. Coming from a military veteran to know my son's going to serve his country, you can't ask for more. I get chills and goosebumps just thinking about it. Back in action. The challenge was denied. It is 4th and inches. Detroit with one timeout left. Goff is not going to run it. He's going to throw it on 4th and inches. It looked to be deflected at the line of scrimmage. Turnover on downs. Why don't you run it? Why don't you do your own version of a brotherly shove? A tush push. It's inches. You're inches away from moving the chains, and you literally want to throw the ball. Why? Here's the replay. Let's see if it was deflected. I believe Minnesota had a paw in the air. Number 90, Bullard. Yes, he did get a paw deflected. Lions, what are you doing? I'm proud of you, Blake. Helping a military veteran, that goes a long way. All right, Minnesota. 3.5 minutes to play. Minnesota with all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning in their pocket. First play off a line of scrimmage, about a 3-yard gain for number 33. Clock continues to run. Minnesota will not use one of their timeouts yet. Close to midfield is Minnesota. They're down by 4 at the Motor City. 7-3. Second and 8 for the Vikings. 2 wide receivers set. Power I formation. Darnold fakes the handoff. Here comes the blitz. He avoids the pressure. Darnold escapes the pocket. A late hit out of bounds. Darnold got about 3 yards off that run. Job well done avoiding that sack. Yes, there should have been a flag. Absolutely, Chris. Fully agree. That was a late hit out of bounds. Can't cry over spilled milk. Let's just call the game as it is. 2 minutes and 40 seconds and counting. Minnesota does not. I'm baffled. No timeout being called by Minnesota. They're letting the clock run. Ball is close to midfield. 3rd and 6 for Minnesota. I assume they didn't want to use that timeout in case they don't get the first down. They don't want to help the Lions keep more time on the clock. 4 wide receivers set. Darnold shotgun formation. He fades back. He does pass. Caught up the middle. First down and a whole lot more at the Lion 35-yard line goes number 83, Naylor. Wow. Job well done, Sam freaking Darnold. 2-minute warning. Minnesota with all 3 timeouts still. This is going to be a good one, guys. Wow. Both quarterbacks are solid. Darnold, Goff. Woo-wee. Yep, battle for the NFC North and the number 1 seed. Boy, oh boy, this one is going to get good. Oh, guys, this is an absolute dream. Honestly, if I didn't have the camera and cell phone going on right now, computer and cell phone going on right now, this is exactly what I'd be doing. But I get to share my passion with America watching right now. This is phenomenal. You don't want the snow and cold. Chris, I think it's true. Notre Dame, Penn State playing in Miami. I think I'm correct by saying that. So weather will not be a factor for the Notre Dame game. And the Eagles playing at the Link next week. I see your comment with the snow and the cold. Both teams, Packers, Eagles, were both used to the cold. I can't get my words out. They are both used to the cold climate. And I definitely don't see that being a factor. What I don't want is the wind. It was a 39-yard field goal that Jake Elliott missed today because of the wind. That Mother Nature is going to wreak havoc. I pray. It makes me nervous watching Jake Elliott come on the field goal and knowing there's wind. Not a good mix. Oh. Well, we're on commercial break, guys. 2-minute warning. Minnesota is looking to take the lead at Detroit. I personally don't know if Minnesota can cash in and get 6 points. Multiple attempts for Minnesota, and they choked trying to get in the end zone. 4:30 game. Oh, that's going to be chilly. Oh, yeah. Bundle up if you're going to the Link, Chris. All right. Minnesota, again, with all 3 timeouts, they are on offense looking to cash in and get 6 points. Can they do it? Ball at the Lion, 36-yard line. Sam Darnold takes the ball off a center. Number 33 runs into a wall, but he turns around. He does find 5 yards. He ran into that wall, did a 180, turned right around, found 5 yards. Job well done by that running back. He never gave up on the play. 2nd and 5 for Minnesota. Tick, tick, tick. Minute and 38, 37, 36. Somebody got to call a timeout and preserve time for Minnesota. I don't know why they're waiting so long. Less than a minute 30 on the clock. Sam Darnold, again, under center. 2 wide receivers set, power I formation. A pitch off to number 33. He goes to 30, 25, 20-yard line. First down for the Vikings, but yellow laundry on the field. Could be going backwards for Minnesota. It could be Minnesota offensive holding. Let's see what the flag's about. Minute and 16 on the clock, 2nd quarter. Detroit 7, Minnesota 3. What's the referees talking about? Who's the flag on? You're waiting, and so am I. It is on the defense. 5-yard penalty added on to that big run. O'Connor, defensive holding. Detroit, what are you doing? Thoughts on Texas and Ohio State? I want Ohio State to win badly because I want Ohio State and Notre Dame. I don't want, I don't want just any team. I want the Ohio State and Notre Dame at the BCS championship game. All right, here we go, guys. Vikings offense at the Detroit 18-yard line. A buck 16 on the clock, second quarter. Sam Darnold, 3 wide receiver set, shotgun formation, hands it off, maybe a yard gain. Got to stop the clock. A minute and 10, minute and 7, minute 5. Why aren't you calling your timeouts, Minnesota? I am shocked. I am just beside myself why you're collecting those timeouts when you need them right now. It's stupid in my opinion. 3 wide receivers set for Darnold. Again, shotgun formation. Looking to throw. Will he? He does. Up the middle to number 33. About a 3-yard gain. 40 seconds on the clock. They are not using their timeouts. 36, 35, 34, 33. Minnesota, what are you doing? 3rd and 6 for the Vikings, and they're just letting the clock run. 28 seconds on the clock. Did they call a timeout finally? They finally did. You let at least 10 seconds run off the clock before you call your timeout. Why? Jason Kelce, I appreciate everything he did for Philadelphia, being our all-time center. But everything he does now, it means nothing to me. I really don't follow what he's doing in his personal life. But his professional life, tip of the cap to you, sir. You did a great job collecting the first Super Bowl in Eagle history, Super Bowl 52. Thank you, Jason. All right, 3rd and 6 for Minnesota. Can they get their first touchdown of the game at the Motor City? Vikings 3, Lions 7. 3rd and 6 at the Detroit 13.5-yard line. 4 wide receivers set. Can Darnold find one of the 4 wide receivers? He cannot. The pressure got to Darnold. It looked to be almost a deflection. Thankfully for Darnold, he did avoid the sack, but it's incomplete. 4th and 6. Will he go for it, or do they have to kick a field goal? Let's find out together. Personally, I'd kick that field goal. You've tried multiple times trying to get in the end zone and cannot do it. If I'm the Viking head coach, I want to get on the board again, make it 7-6, almost a tie game. Field goal kicker is out for Minnesota. Good call by the head coach. 31-yarder is up and good. 7-6, Detroit still up by 1 at home. 20 seconds left on the clock in the second quarter. Yeah, I don't know what Jason Kelce's doing right now. I seen him on a Campbell's commercial just looking like an idiot with a bathrobe on. Yeah. Oh, wow. Eagles are in. Irish are in. I am very happy being a sports fan right now. My teams are doing good. 76ers ain't looking too hot, though. My Sixers, nope. I mean, it's a lot of basketball left to play in the NBA season, but dang, 76ers are stinking it up. And the Flyers are mediocre at best. The Metropolitan Division, a lot of talent inside that division. The Flyers really need to turn it around. Snow could be an issue for the Sunday night game, Packers-Eagles. We'll see what happens. Stupid play by Minnesota. Not only are you terrible at not calling your timeouts, but the special teams of Minnesota, you kick it out of bounds. Ball is placed at the 40-yard line because of your kicker. Minnesota, what are you doing? I have a great friend, JT from Thunder Sports Podcast, big time Viking fan. I feel bad for you, JT. What is your team doing? They can't get in the end zone. They can't utilize their timeouts properly. And you kick the ball out of bounds with 20 seconds left on the clock. Detroit can get into field goal range. 4 wide receiver set for Detroit. Goff fades back. Pass. Caught at the 40-yard line in Minnesota territory. Wow. 15 seconds left on the clock. Oh, my goodness. Detroit with 1 timeout left. Both teams are 14-2 on the season. Minnesota kicking it out of bounds. Now you're kicking yourselves for doing that. Another 5 or 10 yards, and you are in field goal range. I'd say 2 more plays left before the field goal kicker comes out. 4 wide receiver set. Jared Goff, shotgun formation. He fades back, pass, another completion at the Minnesota 30-yard line. Call that timeout. Call your last timeout. Get the field goal kicker out. It's going to be about a 45-yard field goal. That'll be coming in a couple minutes. Job well done by both Darnold and Goff. They know when to throw it and why to throw it. Either avoiding pressure, avoiding the sack, or just precision passing by both. Yeah. The current score is 7-6. Lions are up at home by 1 point. They're looking to make it a touchdown deficit. Make this a 4-point game, forcing Minnesota to score a touchdown, collecting the lead. 48 yards. I was wrong. I thought it was a 45-yarder. 48-yard field goal. Minnesota still with 2 timeouts. You can ice the kicker, making him think it over. I don't see any wind. Minnesota does call a timeout to ice that kicker. Yeah, field goal kicking is a big mental game. Natty matchup prediction. Yeah, Notre Dame, Ohio State. Absolutely. I have no disrespect to the Longhorns, but I spoke of it previously and I'll say it again. Ric Flair quote, to be the man, you've got to beat the man. And currently the man, Ohio State. I love my Irish, but I believe I'm a little biased when if I were to call Notre Dame the man. So I'm giving respect to another team, Ohio State Buckeyes. Here comes the field goal attempt, 48-yarder for Detroit. Ball is up, and it is good. A great leg by number, what is your number, sir? Show the jersey number. I can't see it, but the field goal kicker for the Lions, he had a great foot. Number 39, Bates. Wow, solid leg. Extending the lead for Detroit by 4 points, 10-6. We are currently at halftime. I'm not going anywhere. YouTube, TikTok, I'm not hanging it up, guys. What do you want to talk about? I'm thinking of New Orleans as a whole. Oh, gosh. Yeah. All the love and respect to the tragedy from New Orleans. And a disgusting thing to find out, that guy driving that white pickup truck, Army veteran, flying an ISIS flag. It disgusts me. Being a veteran myself, my goodness. America, we got to come together, men and women. We got to, not literally, but figuratively, lock elbows. We got to stay together as a true nation and support one another. Notre Dame a fraud. That's your opinion. My opinion on that comment there about Notre Dame being a bit of a fraud. Everyone was barking up Georgia, how hot, and they're a juggernaut in the SEC. Now, true, Carson Beck did get injured, the starting quarterback for Georgia. But the quarterback for Georgia, that their backup, 5-star quarterback from high school. This wasn't some JV walk-on. This was a legit quarterback. And the Notre Dame defense infiltrated the solid O-line for Georgia. So that, I mean, aside from the hiccup and the injury that Georgia did get plagued with in the quarterback position, the Notre Dame defense infiltrated a solid Georgia O-line, got right through them. You got to give credit for Notre Dame for doing that. Yeah, there it is right there. He broke high school records. That five-star quarterback for Georgia, he was the real McCoy. Yep. I believe Notre Dame's got one thing no one else does, a rushing quarterback. Over 700 yards rushing for our quarterback, Riley Leonard. Insane. You're right. Notre Dame does need to join a conference. I completely agree with you. Yes. It'll never happen for many reasons. Yeah, I do know that if Notre Dame does join the ACC, like basketball, Notre Dame and basketball are in the ACC. If football joins the ACC, they have to cut the contract with NBC. Too much money there. That's not going to happen. So we are on commercial right now. It is halftime, 10-6. Lions are up at Detroit. I am shocked that Minnesota did not get in the end zone yet. That just speaks volumes on the Detroit defense. Yeah, Penn State's. I don't want to give thumbs up or thumbs down to Penn State just because I'm still in the middle of doing research for my video for the Notre Dame Penn State bit. When I do get research and I have stats on my head, I'll be sure to give you a good debate. Mobile quarterback. And yeah, Coach Freeman is the real deal. And I've been talking a lot throughout the game. His contract extension speaks how good he is. Yeah, there are too many tragedies in America. Am I wrong for saying this? It seems that every single week I drive to and from work, I see the flag at half mast, either paying respect to a tragedy in the past or a tragedy that just happened. America, I love being an American, but I'm scared being an American right now. We have too many enemies. You cannot underestimate the Longhorns. Completely in agreement with that statement. Yes. There's my man, Aaron Preston. I'm fantastic, sir. I am blessed. Yeah, anyone out there that knows Aaron Preston like I do, an absolute gentleman. Yes, he is a professional play-by-play commentator. I look up to him and I honor his stature for that. But the guy's got a heart of gold. Yeah. All respect to Aaron Preston. Everybody get on your social media, look him up, and join. You're welcome, Aaron. And also, Aaron, he is a Packer fan. I'm an Eagles fan. This is going to get fun. Obviously, Aaron and I are not going to lock horns, and we're not going to be Jerry Springer throwing chairs. But I I know Aaron's going to make great videos about his Packers, and I will of my Eagles. I'm excited to hear your videos, Aaron. Aaron, while I have you here, I saw the last couple of minutes of the Packer game and the Packers Bears game. I saw Jordan Love was injured. Is he going to be 100% for the Eagle game? And I'm completely with you. Deke. I don't want to mispronounce your name. Yeah, Ohio State, Notre Dame. That's exactly how I see the BCS. Absolutely. Yes, you will be. I remember you told me about that. You won't be able to fully watch the Packer game, but I definitely am excited to hear your point of view on your videos regarding your cheeseheads. Go Irish. Penn State, who? I'll tell you what, do not underestimate Beaver Stadium, Happy Valley. Those guys are there to play. It is not going to be an easy walk in the park for the Irish. This victory will be right in the trenches. It's going to be a blood and gut. Both lines, offense and defense, are solid. It's going to be a physical battle. I did see your picks, Aaron, and I did forget who they are. I try to get on your lives, Aaron. I really do, but every time I see it on my phone and I click on it, it says it ends. So I get there at the wrong time. How about them dogs? Who's that coming down the track? Yeah, Pat McAfee, eat your words. Notre Dame is no longer under, sorry, almost said that wrong. Notre Dame is no longer overrated. No longer. After destroying Georgia, you got to show Notre Dame respect. If you don't, I get it, but I don't all at the same time. Yes, Notre Dame is not in the conference, so you have every right to not give Notre Dame respect. Yet, Notre Dame destroying the Goliath of the SEC, Georgia, you gotta give a little tip of the cap to the victor. You just have to. Longhorns and Irish, okay. I I don't see how the Longhorns can defeat OSU. The Buckeyes are dominant, but yet, weirder things have happened. Where did I get that hoodie? I don't remember. I A long time ago, I went to one Notre Dame football game, and it was complete, all expenses paid. I can't be affording to do it. So a great friend of mine decades ago, like easily 10, 15 years ago, he took me to my first Notre Dame football game, and he gave me a great piece of advice. And heed my warning here. If you go to any college football game, this probably bodes the same. My buddy that took me to the game, he said, don't buy any merchandise in-house. Go to the local CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, whatever. The merchandise is right there. The same merchandise you find at a CVS can be found inside the college football stadium, just jacked up the price. So, yeah. Oh, I got my Play Like a Champion big cardboard poster for like $10. You find it at the bookstore for like $50. So, yeah, piece of advice there, my friends. Honestly, I think I might have got this from a CVS now that I think about it. Oh, man, my back's killing me. Penn State is definitely the underdog. Yep. I've heard of that. Catholics and convicts. The convicts would be Miami, correct? Let me know how I can watch that on what platform. I would love to see that. I mean, lately I've just been binge watching Rudy. I can pretty much recite it page by page. Don't stand there trying to think. Let's hit those ropes. Ah. ESPN Plus. Ooh, good. I have that. Yep. Oh. Texas ASU game. I don't know anything about it. That is a great call, Deke. Absolutely. Yeah, you have very, very great point about mirroring off of Georgia Tech. Hey, Aaron, if you want to do color commentary with me, come on board, buddy. You know you're always welcome on my channel. I'll be doing the second half commentary. I didn't know that. Texas took Beck out of the game. Wow. All right, Lions 10, Minnesota 6 at Detroit. We are minutes away from kickoff in the second half. All right, buddy. I understand, Aaron. Just know you're always welcome here. Wow. Jared Goff, 13 for 17, 115 yards. Oh, man, this is going to get good, guys. I did not know that. Texas caused Beck's injury. Texas is fierce. I mean, Texas and football, that's mashed potatoes and gravy. They bleed football. Honestly, football is a religion in Texas. I mean, that movie, Varsity Blues, the high school football movie based out of Texas, that tells you the story right there, how much they appreciate and really worship football. All right, here we go. Kickoff. Vikings will be getting the ball. Again, Vikings have not put a touchdown on the board. I am shocked. Can they get in the end zone in the second half? That's the only way you're going to beat Detroit, finding the end zone. Yep, 30 minutes left. Who's going to get the number one seed of the NFC? Who's it going to be? Tennessee alum. Good old Rocky Top. Go Irish. There we go. Both teams at 14-2. Woo-hoo-hoo. What a game to call. Here we go, fellas and ladies. Let's get into it. Ball is placed at the Detroit 30-yard line. Sam Darnold takes the ball under center, hands the ball off to number 27. He gets to about the 32-yard line, 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Viking offense. Yeah, the Bengals. What a disappointment. I don't know which one's more disappointing, the Bengals or the 49ers. I saw the Bengals going to the playoffs. Nothing more. Divisional round. I didn't see them getting into the championship game, but damn, the Bengals let me down. I'm an Eagle fan, but I'm just talking off of being a sports fan. 3rd and 8 coming up for the Minnesota Vikings. Sam Darnold, you need to bring your players together and get 6 points. All right, here we go. 3 wide receivers set. Shotgun formation for Sam Darnold. He needs 8. Will he get 8 yards to move the chains? Fades back. Rush. He eludes pressure. Deflected at the line of scrimmage and deflected by number 18, Justin Jefferson. There's a flag. Pass interference on the Lions. Automatic first down for Minnesota. Let's beat Penn State. I am way, way ahead of you. Heel Mario, abso-freaking-lutely. Heel Mario, while I got you here, don't go away. Hold up. I'm in the middle of taking notes for a Notre Dame video coming out very soon. Do not miss it. It's going to be energetic. It's going to be stat full, breaking down the Georgia win and the battle that's soon to face against Penn State. We are Notre Dame. Yeah, I love how you flipped the coin. We are Penn State. No, we are Notre Dame. If I pray to my human resource department, the administration department of my full-time job, don't put me down for Thursday night. I want to do play-by-play commentary for my Notre Dame. Incomplete pass by Sam Darnold. 3rd and 10 coming up for the Vikings. They are close to midfield. Minnesota is down by 4 at the Motor City. God Country, Notre Dame. Close. Family's got to get in there, though. God Country, family, Notre Dame. Diehard Buckeye fan. I respect that. I'm a diehard Notre Dame fan. I respect all fans that are not bandwagoners. All diehard fans, all respect goes out to you. Yeah, I do need to call off sick. That's a good one. I'm getting sick. I can't come in. And then all of a sudden, my bosses see me live doing the play-by-play. Hey, Rich, I thought you were sick. You're doing a great job doing commentary, though. By the way, your write-up is waiting for you at the office. That's going to go over real well. Oh, wow, a beautiful run. I've been talking to you guys so much. Great run by number 27. The Vikings run it all the way down to the Notre Dame. I'm talking Notre Dame. Excuse me. I got back into the Viking Lion game here. Number 27, the running back for the Vikings, takes the ball to the Lion 5-yard line. 1st and goal for Minnesota. Can they punch it in for 6? Hand the ball off? Not a good idea. They run into a brick wall. 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line. All right, let me get back into play-by-play. I'll talk more about the Irish later. All right. Lions 10, Vikings 6. Minnesota, they are absolutely drooling for the opportunity of getting in that end zone. 2nd and goal at the Lion 5. 2 wide receivers set to the left side of the field. Single setback, fakes the handoff. Darnold to throw. Caught, but unfortunately short of the goal line. 3rd and 2, technically 3rd and goal. Will Minnesota get 6 points? I'm pulling for Minnesota a little bit. I want to see a close game. Wow. I fully see Minnesota going for it on a possible 4th and goal. Notre Dame beating Penn State. Brody, I am way ahead of you on that. Number 14, Sam Darnold, the captain of the offensive line. Can Minnesota cash in? Fakes a handoff. He's looking to throw. He eludes pressure from the Lions. He does throw it away successfully, avoiding the sack. Very smart of Sam Darnold. So it's 4th and 2. 4th and goal for Minnesota. Would you kick a field goal, making it a 1-point game, or go for the touchdown? I say punch it in. You're at the 2-yard line. And they are. They're going for it. 4th and 2. Vikings. Yeah, cross those fingers and rub that rabbit's foot. Lion fans are going crazy at Motor City, trying to disrupt the count between the quarterback and the center. Shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers set. Single set back to Darnold's left. There's the snap. Will the touchdown be true? Darnold is still avoiding pressure. Great job. Throw. Overshoots his man. Number 3. Incomplete pass. No pass interference called on Lions. Turnover on downs. Wow. The Lions defense is for real. That is the second time Minnesota got denied inside the 5-yard line of Lions territory. Dang. What a game. My goodness. Thank you so much for messaging everybody commenting. I can't keep as I'm trying to do play-by-play for y'all. I sincerely appreciate you guys engaging and for following or subscribing. I'm currently on YouTube and TikTok right now. Thank you for the love and support and believing in my dream, believing in this military veteran's dream of becoming a professional play-by-play commentator. It is an absolute honor to do this in front of y'all. What do you guys want to talk about? We're currently on commercial break. Minnesota got denied inside the 5-yard line again. No touchdown. Lions 10, Vikings 6. Yeah, go Irish. Let's pull this off. I am praying I don't work Thursday night. I want to go absolute loud and stinking proud for you guys, just screaming and going wild. No, I don't want to tell you where I work. Then everyone's going to be dogging where I work if I do get scheduled for Thursday night. Oh yeah, I'm trying to stay employed, if you know what I mean. I'm a proud father, got 2 great kids, got to keep the food on the table. And if I put my PTSD play-by-play in front of my full-time job, that's a disaster waiting to happen. I got to be smart as a dad. Got to keep the money flowing for the kids. Marcus Freeman is the man. Absolutely. Well done by the Notre Dame executives hiring Marcus Freeman. I got you guys. Play-by-play commentary. Lions, Vikings. Vikings have yet to reach the end zone in the Motor City. But yet, it's still a one-possession game. We have that stat that their Vikings are touchdownless, but it's only 10 points for the Lions. So it's still a coin flip, in my opinion. Oh, an interception! Did it hit the ground? The Vikings with a true interception. Jared Goff, ill-advised throw. Minnesota, you are still alive. Wow. Thank you for keeping it polite, guys. My kids are watching right now. Thank you for avoiding any F-bombs and being ugly about anything. Thank you for being a professional in your comments. Notre Dame doesn't have what it takes. That's your opinion. But I believe the track record for Notre Dame speaks the truth. Notre Dame is for real, my opinion. So Minnesota, they are close to midfield after that ill-advised interception from Jared Goff. 11 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. Third quarter, Lions 10, Minnesota 6. 1st and 10 for Minnesota. They hand the ball off down the middle. Great job by the O-line making a hole, about an 8-yard gain for Jones, number 33. And we have an injury on the field for the Lions. He is not moving. Looks like he twisted his ankle very badly. So while we are on a little break, guys, again, I do want to give all my love and appreciation to everyone taking your time out watching me right now. It means a lot to me that you're joining my speech. Apparently, I'm doing a good enough job to keep your attention. This is my play-by-play commentary dream to go all the way and be a professional. Who's my NFL team? Go Birds. Eagles. Eagles. All day. I'm born and bred in Allentown, PA. Mid-'80s. What are you going to do? An hour outside of Philadelphia and you have basic cable? Phillies, Flyers, Sixers, Eagles. It was right on my doorstep. You can't deny it. Yeah, I'm praying for the health of Jeremiah Love myself. Man, we need 100% health in order to collect this national championship. Oh, my back is killing me. Oh. I appreciate anyone that says go Dogs. In my opinion, that's showing you're a diehard Georgia fan. And I appreciate diehard fans. I don't understand the philosophy behind a bandwagon fan. Pick a team and stick with it. And to hear go Dogs, I appreciate your true fanhood, Georgia fans. I really do. You need everyone healthy. Completely agree. Health is paramount at this stage of the game. King of Prussia Mall. I remember that very well, my high school days. Yep. Oh, yeah. Penn State is right on my calendar. And I have not got confirmation from my full-time job yet if I'm working. If I'm not working, guys, jot this down. PTSD play-by-play, loud commentary Thursday night. If I'm not working, you can bet your tookus. My pappy said the word tookus. I love that word. It's a nice replacement from a curse word. You can bet your tookus I am going live. Oh, baby. Whatever voice I'm going to have left, I'm going to scream to the top of my lungs. I'm going to be going wild. Don't miss it. Irish, Penn State, seeing this face and this voice. I'm pulling for the Buckeyes. I am. I want Buckeyes and Irish. I want to play the best team. Absolutely. I don't want to somehow just sneak by. No, I want the Irish to play the best so that way there is no doubt Irish are number one. I want everyone to understand that. That's why I want Ohio State. I don't want no asterisks on that trophy. I want to play the best, and when we beat the best, we earn the best trophy. Really? You knew Reggie White, the Minister of Defense. I envy you. Oh, my goodness. All right, we're back in action. 11 minutes and counting. Third quarter at the Motor City. Lions 10, Vikings 6. Vikings are inside the Detroit 40-yard line. First and 10. Darnold fades back. He eludes pressure again. Almost intercepted by Detroit. The defense of I'm talking Notre Dame, and then I'm trying to do play-by-play commentary, NFL. The defense for the Lions is definitely penetrating through the Minnesota O-line. I do believe Notre Dame can beat Ohio State. My opinion, of course. And we have a flag on the field moving Minnesota back even further. It was called intentional grounding. One of the referees threw the flag for intentional grounding. Yep. You're not an Irish fan if you say, well, we're going to make the semifinals and lose. No fan does that. You're a fan because you believe your team can go all the way. You're not going to say, well, we're decent. We're just going to sneak in. No, every season we're going all the way. You gotta ride that train all the way through. Absolutely. Ball is placed exactly at the 50-yard line. Vikings 2nd and 23. Whoo, baby. 4 wide receivers set. Got to snap that ball, almost delay a game on the Vikings. Darnold looking deep. He gets to Justin Jefferson finally. About a 20-yard completion from quarterback to wide receiver number 18. Justin Jefferson has been thrown too often, but not a lot of catches. Yes, Marcus Freeman does motivate like Lou Holtz, but he is not at the same caliber as Lou Holtz, not yet. I like Lou Holtz saying, you got to get nose to nose to him. Hitch up your trousers and say, come at me now. Let me see me. Hit me when you're nose to nose with me. I love that speech. Notre Dame running back Jeremiah Love is not 100% healthy, but Price is. 10 minutes even on the clock. Third quarter, 4th and 6 for Minnesota, and a distraught Justin Jefferson look as he walks to the sideline. Minnesota, you can't get 6 to save your life. Justin Jefferson, there's the highlight right there. He had his hands on the ball. Another drop. So many passes thrown to number 18 and brick hands. Field goal attempt by number 16. It is up and good. Lions 10, Vikings 9. A little under 10 minutes to play in the third quarter. Both teams at 14-2, fighting for that number 1 NFC championship. Number 1 seed to the NFC. I can't believe Holtz only has 1 as well. Oh, Mama's getting photobombed here. One of the black cats. Yep, I can't wait for that big one too. I am more than ready. I'm born in 82, so I was 6 years old when they won in 88. Yep. I don't have much of a memory of it. I really don't. My memory of as a child, I don't remember much of my childhood. I really don't. So thank you for joining in, guys. We are on commercial break. It is a 1-point game against 2 Goliaths, King Kong and Godzilla going at it. Lions, Vikings at the Motor City, 10-9, about 10 minutes left to play in the third quarter. I am a military veteran, guys. It is my dream and passion to go to the top of the commentary mountain and become a professional play-by-play commentator. So with your help, guys, hitting that subscribe button, that follow button, YouTube, TikTok, I'm currently on. It would mean the world of me to help. I'm trying to say it all at once, and I'm trying not to get emotional because I see all the love and support I'm getting on both platforms, YouTube and TikTok. When you help me, I want to help you guys out as well. Yeah, the horns are for real. The Longhorns of Texas are certainly no laughing matter. They got in with all the I honestly don't see Texas getting – what am I trying – I'm trying to get my word out correctly. I don't see Texas getting by Ohio State without some injuries. If Ohio State catches the injury bug and falls apart a little bit, that's the escape route for Texas, and they can get to the BCS championship game. Beating a 100% healthy Buckeye team seems almost improbable. Can I talk football with you and debate? Absolutely. Roll Tide Productions? Yeah, absolutely. Come on in, buddy. I'll shoot you an invite. Let me see. I can do this here. I'm still kind of figuring this cell phone thing out on social media on how I can invite you. Trying. I can't do it. Oh, well. We're back in action. Lions do kneel it. They'll be getting the ball. I'm trying to invite you, Roll Tide Productions, but I don't see the button to do so.
So
there we are, Roll Tide Productions. Now we're on, boss. Come on in.
Man, I hope y'all beat Penn State, man.
Way ahead of you on
I
that.
hope y'all beat Penn State.
Beautiful throw and catch. Number 26, running back Gibbs. Go ahead, Roll Tide. I'm trying to do play-by-play in between you talking. Yes, I am halfway through my notes right now. I've got a good chunk of stuff I want to talk about in my next video.
Okay,
Breaking down the Georgia Notre Dame game.
You should be an analyst on ESPN. You should be an analyst on ESPN.
Who?
You.
Thank you. That's a huge compliment. Great run up the middle. I wanted to praise this running back. He had a hole to go through, and he literally went to the opposite direction. I actually got ahead of my commentary. I wanted to start praising him before he even made the great play. He decided, gee, I'm not going to go through the hole. I'm going to run into my own offensive lineman and fall down. I don't understand that philosophy, Minnesota.
Yeah, I think the Lions are definitely championship contenders. Both these teams are.
Fully agree to that statement. I see my Eagles and the Detroit Lions meeting up in the NFC Championship game. But the Packers are going to prove a definite problem.
I think if we can get a rematch of last year when the Lions played the Rams, and if the Lions lose, we can get a wild card rematch of the Jared Goff versus Stafford.
Matthew Stafford, I forgot about him. Yeah. Yes, Roll Tide Productions. Thank you so much for joining in. I'm getting a little choked up after that compliment because it is my dream to become a professional play-by-play commentator.
Yeah, same here, man.
You want to go professional as well?
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
May I ask how old you are?
I'm 18.
Good for you. My son is 16. I'm 42. Wow.
Oh, I got you.
Beautiful catch and throw up the middle. Gibbs possibly a couple inches short of the first down marker. His knee might have hit before that invisible yellow line.
You think Indiana are frauds?
No. Indiana was for real, but much like Notre Dame didn't play the big dogs. Notre Dame did play contenders, but they didn't play some of the SEC and ACC matchups were. I'm sorry?
Jameson Williams got boomsticked.
I'm trying to listen to you. I'm a little fumbling now because I'm trying to keep up with your conversation, but I'm also trying to do play-by-play commentary.
I can live if you want me to.
No, not at all. If you wanted to stick around and do color.
I mean, I'm fine with whatever, man.
All right. I didn't want to disrespect you at all. I know you say you want to be a professional play-by-play commentator as well. So if you want me to do play, you can do color. We can work together on that aspect. Are we streaming the Penn State game? I want to go live play-by-play during that game. I do. It's all a matter about my full-time job. I'm a proud parent. I got to put food on the table for my kids. So obviously I got to put my kids first before my own personal needs.
But you can't show the game on live. I don't want your TikTok account getting banned.
Correct.
Just don't show it on the live because I've heard people get taken down for it. Like I ran into a guy I followed today. He showed the Cowboys game, and I told him not to show it, and it's happened to him before.
Yeah, I know there's copyright infringements, and I don't want to lose the platform I have. I have about 4,000 followers. I'm so honored and proud to say so, and I don't want to lose all of my connections. Beautiful pass and catch. Laporta, number 87, the tight end. They are about 3 yards away from the first down marker. Lions are definitely close to field goal range. Wow. I love Jared Goff and Sam Darnold. They go really well under pressure. The Minnesota and Lion defense are definitely getting to the quarterback, but both QBs are not getting flustered. So much courage. Wow. You see a Mack truck coming at you, but their precision is immaculate. Shotgun formation for Jared Goff. 3rd and 2. He fades back. Pass. Completion to number 14 inside the Minnesota 30-yard line.
What a catch.
St. Brown, you are definitely Pro Bowl worthy.
He played at USC.
Yes, sir, he did. Coliseum boy.
Rivals.
Ball is placed at the Minnesota 29-yard line. Shotgun formation for Goff. Another passing catch. Looking for about 9. He gets 5 yards after that little turnaround, oopsie-doo, turneroo.
I definitely think. So wait, are you an Eagles and a Lions fan?
No, I am an Eagles fan.
Okay, you said you're Eagles and Lions.
Oh, I didn't mean to confuse anyone out there. I am a Birds fan through and through, but I love the Lions for one big reason. 80s and 90s football, I remember watching. The Lions were a joke. Lions deserve to go all the way this year. They definitely have.
They made the NFC Championship with Barry Sanders 1 year.
Yeah, I remember that Barry. Yeah.
And they got blown out by Washington.
Ball is placed about a yard short of the first down marker. 5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Detroit 10, Minnesota 9 at the Motor City. Both teams are fighting for the number 1 seed of the NFC and divisional championship.
I want the Lions to win. I'm not going to lie.
All right, 3rd and inches for the Lions. Can they move?
Lions have not really been that good, so I want them to win.
Can they move the chains, or are they forced to kick a field goal? The referees are talking. Something's going on. I have no idea what. Oh, goodness gracious.
Don't the Vikings have a young coach?
It's called a first down without even a challenge. I see why the Minnesota coach is furious. It was 3rd and inches, but someone and somehow, some way, shape, or form, it was called a first down without a challenge flag being thrown. I don't like that. Something happened. I've got the audio almost all the way down, so I can't hear the professional commentators and what really happened behind the scenes. So it is 1st and 10 for the Detroit Lions at the Minnesota 18-yard line. First play off a line of scrimmage. About a 3-yard gain for Detroit. 2nd and 7 coming up for the Lions.
Man.
I hear Chris Collinsworth in the background on your end.
I can turn it down.
No. It's perfectly fine. I just I look up to these guys.
I'm a little bit ahead of you.
I really look up to these professionals. I know most of them are it was passed down like from a family member to family member. That's how they got in the game, or they're former football players. Next play, St. Brown, a beautiful catch, maybe a 3-yard gain. Looking at 3rd and 4 coming up for Detroit at about the 15-yard line. So, yeah, your compliment means a lot to me. I'm a 42-year-old man trying to make something of my life, and I have a lot of military veterans at the VFW and the American Legion who are also very supportive of my dream. They say I have a voice for radio, and they really have my back.
Yeah, man, I can get you to pop into lives with me, man. I have some people I join up in lives in.
I would love to do that, absolutely.
NFL, college.
3rd and 4 for the Lions. A run up the middle. I don't like that call. Short. It's going to be 4th and a yard and a half for Detroit. Why would you do that when you've been running the ball or attempting to up the middle, and Minnesota is a stone wall? It's the Great Wall of China you're running into. You have to run around the line. That's the only way you're going to accumulate any rush, and Lions are going for it. I don't like this. Turn this into a 4-point game. That way Minnesota is forced to get at least a touchdown to get the lead. Nope, not a fan of this call. 4th and 2 at the Minnesota 10-yard line. Goff caught, touchdown Lions. I eat my words. Goff to Gibbs, 6 points for Detroit. Wow. I still would have kicked that field goal.
In my opinion, the Lions are the best 4th down team.
Is that why they went for it on 4th down? Okay, they must have a good ratio.
Okay. He ran a streak route. Just ran a streak up the middle. Man, what you think about this kickoff rule though in the NFL? I'm not a big fan of it.
No, not at all. No,
It's just
we're never going to have. You're talking about the kickoffs. We're never going to have another Devin Hester because of the stupid kickoff rule. Extra point is up and good. Lion faithful are going absolutely berserk for the right reasons. Gibbs caught, touchdown, 6 points.
I'm not going to lie, the Lions have a pretty nice stadium.
The score is 17-9 at Motor City. So it's still a one-possession game. Lions can still tie it with a 6-point touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
Dan Campbell is a fourth down coach. He certainly is.
Yeah. I definitely see that.
Lions only team that goes for it every dang time. So you're going to get clack for doing the same thing. Go figure. This new kickoff rule is not good for the NFL. I agree. And it's not good for viewership. It's not good for viewers because some people have stopped watching the games because of this new kickoff rule.
Fully agree.
I feel like it's ruining like kickoff returns. Mm-hmm. I don't think there's been a single kickoff return. I don't think. There always has
I don't know that answer. But what I do want to get at also to piggyback on this debate we have, the UFL, it's the XFL and the USFL. They merged and now it's the UFL. I love the scenario they have. I might be saying it incorrectly, but it's something to this nature. You're talking about the kickoff and how it's being completely horribly used and mismanaged, if you will. UFL is doing the right thing, and NFL needs to do this. UFL, once you get that touchdown, you have 3 options. You can go to the 2-yard line, 5-yard line, or the 10-yard line where it's 3 points. Yeah. I love that.
I'm a Birmingham Stallions. I'm a Birmingham Stallions fan.
Okay.
I've been to. I went to one of the games. The first season they had the USFL. I've been following this team since the first year they came back, and I like it probably better than the NFL because my city has its own team, and it's just more fun to watch. I like the team's names better. It's more fun to watch. You have players trying to get to the NFL like Jake Bates and Brandon Aubrey, who Jake Bates came from the Panthers and Michigan Panthers, and while Brandon Aubrey came from the Birmingham Stallions. And so, yeah.
Finally, the NFL has a farm system, much like the MLB.
MLB, I'm not a big baseball guy, but I feel like the MLB is starting to, I don't know, it's something about like all this money they're giving players. It's absolutely ridiculous how much these players are getting paid.
I made a video about that before.
I'm not trying to take away from their talent that they have.
Yeah.
But how are these guys making $700 million? That's almost $1 billion.
Yes.
In 7 years.
I spoke of my disgust about the Soto, not Stanton, Soto, the Soto contract. I broke it down. I literally did my research on how much it costs to build a home. Excuse me, how much it costs to build a home and the homeless veteran percentage we have in America. We can house over 5,000 homeless veterans with his contract. Disgusting. Did I lose you, Roll Tide? I might have lost him.
I gotta do something real quick.
All right. Detroit 17, Minnesota 9. I am shocked that Minnesota hasn't reached the end zone yet. Both teams at 14-2. Sam Darnold is 12 for 29 on the day. He escapes pressure again. Wide open. Number 83. Great pass and catch connection. Great job by Sam Darnold once again eluding that pressure of the Lions defense. Job well done. We have a late flag. Let's see what the referees say about this. About 2 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Lions are up by 8 at home. Both teams are fighting for the number 1 seed of the NFC. Here we go. Holding on the defense. That's going to be declined. They're obviously going to accept that pass and catch was about 15 or 20 yards. Boy, I've been missing so many of your messages, guys. I'm so sorry. I didn't even look. Thank you so much for engaging, though. Minnesota's at the line, 49 at the 40-yard line. First playoff line of scrimmage, about a 3-4 yard gain. 2nd and 6 coming up for Minnesota. Both teams with all 3 timeouts. That's going to prove absolutely huge come the fourth quarter. Jones, the running back for the Vikings, 45 yards on the day. Sam Darnold again avoids pressure. Again, completion. Great job, number 14, avoiding those linebackers. The Lions are trying the blitz, but Minnesota's quarterback, he's smarter. 3rd and short for the Minnesota Vikings. The Lions are absolutely loud, trying to disrupt that snap count between the center and the quarterback. Less than 50 seconds to play in the third quarter. 3rd and 4 for the Vikings. The Vikings are only 3 of 10 on 3rd down conversions. I don't understand it. How are you 14-2 and you're doing so terrible on your 3rd down conversions? Possible pass interference? No, the incompletion will stand. No pass interference called on Detroit. 4th and 4 for Minnesota. And I saw the lip action of the Minnesota coach. He said, kick it. Special teams unit is going out in the field. I saw a little bit of pass interference on number 34. No flag was called. Wow. The referee swallowed the whistle on that last play. Here comes a field goal attempt for Minnesota. Number 16. Wait, we have a stoppage of play. Something happened. These referees, the lack of communication between the referees is just ridiculous.
51 yards.
We got a 52-yard attempt for the purple.
And it's no good.
Oh, you got it already? Okay, you heard it here from Royal Tide. The ball is wide right. Yeah, you're about 5-10 seconds ahead of me, Roll Tide.
I'll go back a little bit.
Minnesota, wow. I'm astonished. I'm not from the missed field goal, but I'm astonished that Minnesota can't punch in 6 points. They can't find the end zone. The Lions are absolutely legit, silencing the Vikings on the touchdown ratio.
And they're an injured team, and they're still doing good. I mean, the Lions, them and the Browns are the most injured team. The Browns is the most injured team, in my opinion.
Yeah, the last message I just got here, you can't win on field goals. You can't win on field goals against not on the Lions. No way.
You can't win on field goals, man.
Jared Goff fakes the handoff. Completion to Gibbs. Up the left sideline, past midfield at the Minnesota 45-yard line, moving the chains. God, I can't wait to do this professionally. I would love to hold a microphone and earn a paycheck all at the same time. Dang.
I think this Jahmyr Gibbs guy is one of the best backs in the league.
I can't give enough kudos and compliment to both quarterbacks on their courage. They're both getting pressured and elite throws. I mean, you can't teach that. You really can't. It's either you got it or you don't.
Yeah, man. I really think both of these teams are legit, and I'm glad as a Bucks fan. I'm a Bucks fan, so as a Bucks fan, I'm glad. I was rooting for the Seahawks to win because whoever would lose this game, we would have to face them. You have to face them, and it'd be kind of like tough for us to beat the Lions or the Vikings. So I'm like, okay, we need the Rams to lose today. So then now we have to play the Commanders.
Oh, you know, I don't even like saying that word. They're the Redskins. They're the Redskins.
Yeah, I know. I like to call them the Redskins, but
you know,
I don't want to get taken off. I don't want to get reported for being racist or something.
I spoke of it often. If I get taken off of it, it's for a good reason. The word redskin is not a demerit. Or wait, I think I said that right. I said that right.
It's honoring.
It's honoring. Yes, it's not mocking any tribe. It blows my mind. It's just the government getting in the way again. I'm not a fan.
Mm-hmm.
I have a couple of friends here in North Carolina. They don their redskin gear. One guy I met, he's like, I refuse to wear commander stuff. We're the Redskins, and I appreciate and honor that. Absolutely. But yeah, you being 18, sir, you've got your whole life in front of you. You can get into broadcasting journalism. I live across the street from High Point University here in North Carolina. I did a tour through there once or twice. They have a communications department, top of the line. And I envy all of the people in your scenario, sir. You really have the opportunity of a lifetime in front of you.
I want to say thank you for your service, man, serving our country. And it really helps how if it wouldn't be for Army, Navy, and Air Force, we wouldn't be where we're at. We would not be watching this football game.
That means a lot to me. Thank you for saying that. When you said Army, Navy, I'm going to get back to our servicemen and women soon. We're currently on commercial break, guys. 17-9, Lions are up, currently defeating the visiting Minnesota Vikings. But Army, Navy needs to be mirrored completely all throughout NCAA. It is the one rival that there is zero hatred. None. No hatred. Nothing. No way. It's handshakes. It's respect. Every rival, even in NFL, you need to look at the Army-Navy rivalry because that's exactly what it should be. We need to respect each other because first and foremost, we're Americans. And back to the you respecting the branches of the military, complete hats off to all active members nationwide and overseas protecting us. Without your protection, the brave men and women overseas, we would not be able to enjoy football right now. So thank you for all your love, support, and sacrifices. Military members have my utmost love and respect. All right, we have 14 minutes and 31 seconds on the clock, fourth quarter. Lions are on the ball. Almost interception by the Vikings. Are you serious? How did number 43 miss that? He had one hand on it and then two hands and then no hands. Wow. How are you going to sleep at night, 43, knowing you missed that possible pick six? St. Brown with a completion, crossing the 25, possibly getting a first down. He does not get the first down. It's 3rd and inches. Goff found St. Brown again, much like Montana and Jerry Rice. They have a great connection. Wow. So the Lions are definitely in field goal range, but they certainly want more. They're inches away from moving the chains.
You don't want a field goal. You really don't. Because let's say the Vikings respond and score a touchdown, then that will be bad.
Goff fades back. Pass. Caught up the middle. Great job by number. Who was that number? Come on, camera guy. Give me a number.
Jamison Williams.
Thank you. I now see it. Okay. Yeah. Not only was that a great catch, but when you get popped like that, the hit, I'm surprised the ball didn't get jarred out. Number 9, Williams, he held on to the ball after he got hit by a car. My goodness. Beautiful hit by number 22 of the Vikings.
That was definitely a great catch by the Jamison Williams.
Yep. Fully agree. The Lions are at the Minnesota 13-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Lions. There's the handoff. That's what I've been preaching all day long. Touchdown Lions. That's what Gibbs needs to do. Don't run down the middle. You have to avoid the Minnesota defensive line and go around the horn. They did just that. Lions get 6 points because of my knowledge. Great job, Lions.
Do you go for two here? It's 23-9.
Mathematically, I would, yes. They are not. The offense is leaving the field. Special teams unit is entering. So it's a possible 24-9 lead for Detroit at home. I can't imagine the Lion fans at the Motor City right now going wild.
Yeah, sure,
And
man. I think
extra
the
point
Lions,
is up
if they-
and almost missed. It is good. That was inches away from hitting the crossbar. Or
Now
not
here's
crossbar.
news
I
on
apologize. The uprights.
David Montgomery is supposed to return soon. They said that he what's it called? Was not on the injury reserve anymore, but he was doing good in practice of like not
Okay.
like hurting wise, and he was doing good in practice, so he should be returning soon for the playoff.
Montgomery is currently in his street clothes. I did notice.
Should return for the playoff.
Wow.
What's your thoughts on the Eagles? Eagles are hot right now, like talking wise.
My thoughts on the Eagles. I don't want to count my chickens until they hatch. What I will give you is definites. Eagles obviously lost Jason Kelsey from retirement, the center that took us to Super Bowl 52. Also, the linebacker who took us to Super Bowl 52, the captain of our defense, Brandon Graham, weeks ago broke his leg, out for the season. Personally, I think that's a career ender, and I think he's going to politely tip his hat and retire. I am nervous for the X factor that is Jake Elliott, the field goal kicker for the Eagles. He was once the golden boy. He was Mr. Dependable, not predictable. Mr. Dependable, Jake Elliott. No problem. Jake from State Farm, I often called him. Now, it's a crapshoot. Like today, he missed a 39-yard field goal. You're going to need Jake Elliott 100%. Go ahead.
Who I got in the comments for the Packers-Eagles game? I got the Eagles winning by, I'm going to say 17 points. Packers have been playing our best, decent. They haven't been great, but they haven't been bad. And I think they win by 17. The Eagles have been playing good football with Saquon Barkley and Jalen in the backfield. So I think that's a deadly offense and deadly defense. And I think it'll get the job done. And I have the Bucs barely beating the Commanders. And I have them losing to, I don't know who they'll play the next round. It might be the 2 seed, but I'll have them probably losing to the Eagles. Probably. I'm a Bucs fan. I'm not a biased football fan. I speak the truth of what I think. So, I think Detroit will close this one out.
Deke asked, is Jordan Love injured? He did not start the game against the Bears today. I did see the second-string quarterback on the field for the Packers. He was sort of injured, and I saw Jordan Love warm up just as an in case. Something with either Jordan Love's hand or his elbow is not 100%. So I believe Jordan Love will be ready for the Eagles game at the Link this coming up weekend. Wow, 24-9, Minnesota is getting their clock cleaned. I did not see Minnesota struggle this much against the Lions. It just speaks volumes on the talent level where the Lions are right now.
And their injured team is what's crazy.
That's right. Aiden Hutchinson, right? Out for the year?
Broke his leg week 6. It showed on the TV. He broke it week 6.
All right, well, Minnesota, my opinion, wherever they're at, fourth down is imminent. So Minnesota is down 24-9 against the Lions, currently with the ball. Darnold pitches it to number 27. He gets maybe 2 or 3 yards. Nothing to praise. About 2nd and 8 coming up for the Viking offense.
That's bad.
Yeah, the stitches on the screen there.
Yeah.
All right, little under 13 minutes to play.
Wow.
Darnold finds 27 again. Maybe another 3 yards. 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5 coming up for Minnesota. Minnesota, you're struggling, and you need to really punch Detroit in the mouth with this drive.
I know Detroit's nervous for sure because they're trying to not blow this lead and come out with the win.
Sam Darnold is not the guy he was all season. Fully agree. I don't know what Darnold's doing right now, but Darnold, he has my respect because he has courage. He has literally a running locomotive, a Detroit locomotive coming right at him every other play, and he makes great throws. Darnold fades back. He does elude pressure. He gets out of the pocket. He avoids the sack, smartly throwing it away. We have a flag on the field, though. It looks to be pass interference on the Lions, which will be an automatic first down for the Vikings. It is holding on the defense.
Wow.
That will give automatic first down.
The Vikings are still alive in this. If they score a touchdown, they're still alive.
Fully agree.
They need a defensive stop, which will be hard. Their defense has not been playing like they have been all season. Like this game only.
Yeah.
I'm not saying but we have an injury on the field.
We do, yes. Another Lion. Add to the injury bug list for the Lions.
Man, what's keeping the Lions right now good with the injuries they're having right now is players with experience who's playing in the game from coming off the bench. That helps the players.
Absolutely. It installs confidence in those who never got playtime. All right, well, we got 11 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock, fourth quarter, both teams with all three timeouts. That's going to really come down who can stop the clock, who can preserve the time. Those timeouts, don't use them stupidly. And Sam Darnold's pointing at his ears. He can't hear the center. The communication, he's now under center. Number 14, he throws across the line of scrimmage. Number 27 just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. The Lions' defense is absolutely stellar. Second down and 10 for the Vikings. Three wide receivers set. Shotgun formation for Darnold. Single setback on Darnold's right. He fades back. Great protection by the O-line. Possible no flag again. I'm shocked. Branch for the Lions in the secondary. It was deflected by Branch, and it looked like he was all over the Vikings wide receiver. The tight end, Hutchinson, he got there a bit early, in my opinion, but 87 Hutchinson dropped the ball. 3rd and 10 for the Vikings. Dare I say the struggling Vikings. You're right. Hutchinson did not have many catches tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I do see this being 4th down territory. 3rd and 9. There's the snap. More pressure, and unfortunately, Sam Darnold cannot get out of the pocket. Sack personified. Number 69, Mohammed. Now it's a double-digit yardage. No, they're going to punt. I think Sam Darnold lost at least 5 yards off that from Mohammed, number 69 for the Lions.
You got to go for it here, man.
It's 4th and 15. I don't see that happening.
So this game.
Yep, there's the punt formation. Now, Vikings, can you block it? But there's only a 5-man rush. Wouldn't you want to bring the house? Apparently not. Kick is up, and the ball is caught at the 14. Oh, a hurdle over his own man. Maybe about a 7-yard run, getting to about the 25-yard line in Detroit territory.
Wow. Hutchinson was hopped on the sideline after that sack, man.
Oh, I was talking about the wrong one. Okay. Wow. Sam Darnold can't do everything himself, but the O-line for the Vikings They can't stop the pursuit of the Detroit defense. There's no answer to it.
It was a hard one who to pick, but I picked the Lions to win this game. Lions have been playing good football, man, and they only lost 2 games to good teams.
Yeah.
They lost the Bills and the Bucks. Bucks is a good team still. Just had close games. They had very close games with good teams. They beat the Eagles earlier this year, actually, by, 17 points?
And I remember, Baker Mayfield had his way with the Eagle Green.
Yeah. And they lost to the Falcons one time in overtime. They lost to them by 5 at one point, so they could be 12-5 right now.
Now that I'm thinking about it, you're talking about an Eagles loss. The Eagles won this game that I'm going to talk about, but barely. And that's what scares me about the Eagles. The Carolina Panthers almost beat the NFC East champions. That's what scares me about the Birds. They can be hot and cold.
But the Carolina Panthers were hot at the time, though.
And that's true. The Bucks do have the Eagles' number. It's all a mental game. The Eagles will never forget the Tampa Bay Bucks knocking off the Eagles. Absolutely, I agree. Oh, goodness gracious. Eagles will dominate any team they face.
So there's nothing to worry about play-by-play. So Jalen did not play. Saquon did not play. Neither did A.J. Brown or Devonta Smith.
I hope you're right. Eagles will dominate any team they face. I pray you're right. And it's true. That Panther game I was speaking of was many weeks ago. So either they did smarten up or watched enough film to correct their mistakes. All right, so we got the Lions back on ball at the Minnesota 26-yard line. Beautiful run up the line for Gibbs. At least a 30, 35-yard run off that. Great job. Possible fumble, but I believe the ball was down by contact. At least 30 or 40 yards by Gibbs. My goodness, what a run.
I think the Lions have officially clinched the NFC North. As long as they don't fumble or throw a pick.
Yeah, no, I was going to say the turnover word. Absolutely. Crazy yards. I fully agree, sir. Minnesota, and I've been preaching this as well. Gibbs trying to run up the middle with Minnesota, it's not happening. You run into a brick wall. But you get around the horn, you avoid that line completely, and Gibbs doing a U, literally, he's got all the grass, all the open space at his disposal. Gibbs is absolutely proving my point.
Gibbs has 19 rushes for, depending on the second down play. Yes. Jahmyr Gibbs is leading in touchdowns this season.
Wow. Yes, he is.
Touchdown.
And Derrick Henry with 18. I'm so happy to see Derrick Henry leaving Tennessee and going to a playoff contending team like Baltimore. Job well done on the Baltimore administration side, picking up Derrick Henry. Gibbs again, and he goes around the horn again. He gets the first down. He avoids the line, goes around to the sideline, first down Lions. Smart run by Gibbs.
And Gibbs has about 127 yards and 2 touchdowns for 21 carries.
Wow, great stat. Thank you.
For 21 carries, over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's a great stat line.
All right, well, both teams with all 3 timeouts. We have 8 minutes and counting on the fourth quarter at Motor City. Lions 24, Minnesota 9. Detroit is knocking at the door for 6 points. Gibbs trying to run up the middle. He gets maybe 3 yards.
Looking like if the Lions...
And Lions are eating up the clock. You're absolutely right on that comment.
Lions eating up clock. Yeah, they are. It's very smart. Very smart.
Yeah, Campbell is going to have one hell of a post-game speech in the locker room. I see that often on the on TikTok. Some of the videos that's shown. His intensity is absolutely awesome. 2nd and 5 for the Detroit Lions at the Minnesota 9-yard line. 7 minutes left on the clock, fourth quarter. Fakes the handoff. Goff fading back. He's looking for the end zone. He's just going to, I would have said throw it away to maintain the line of scrimmage, but he lost a couple yards because he ran out of bounds instead of throwing it away. You're out of the tackle box. Why don't you throw it away and preserve your line of scrimmage? I don't get it.
I guess they didn't want an intentional grounding call. And what's good for the Lions is they have a veteran quarterback who is in the right system, and Dan Campbell with the good receivers in line they have. I'm surprised the Rams even let Goff go for Stafford.
Goff throws, caught at the 6-yard line. He's at about the 6.5-yard line, excuse me. About 6 minutes left on the clock. 4th down. I'd kick that field goal. Campbell.
Eagles do eat up clock.
Campbell keeps
the Eagles do.
I'm sorry. Campbell keeps the offense on the line. Wow. I would say just go for that field goal. I'm shocked to see Campbell going for this.
It's not worth it because
you're giving Minnesota a chance at winning the game.
You're up 3 possessions. What is he doing?
Exactly. I don't know. Maybe he's trying to draw him offsides, and that's exactly what he did. He drew him offsides. Automatic first down. Wow.
I saw the tight end dancing over there off that call.
Dan Campbell, he may not have snapped it. Maybe he was trying to draw Minnesota offsides. Victory on that call. Wow, Minnesota, what are you doing? You just gave the Lions the game. Champions. Yeah, Notre Dame national champions. We are over freaking due. Over 35 yard, pardon me. I'm doing play-by-play commentary right now. Over a 35-year drought for my Irish on that trophy mantle.
I definitely think Notre Dame's the second best team. I think they have the best defense left in the playoffs, and they remind me of Michigan from last year. They had a decent offense with a great defense. And what's going to kill if Abdul Carter doesn't play, I think I'm fully 100% successfully picking Notre Dame to win because that's the leader on our defense is Abdul Carter.
We got 1st and goal at the Minnesota 4-yard line. Gibbs trying to run the ball up the middle, and he does get the touchdown. He perseveres. He uses those tree trunk legs. He just absolute dominant with his legs. He runs into a Minnesota lineman, but he doesn't give up. He churns, he pushes, he gets 6. And that's the game, guys. It's a 20-point deficit for Minnesota. I'm shocked to say that. 20-point deficit for the Vikings that are 14-2. That just shows how dominant the Lions are. Lions will be getting the number 1 seed of the NFC.
And we'll get the round bye.
Home field advantage, all that, all the trimmings.
Oh yeah, man. And it's good for the Lions, and they're 31-9 with a 22-point lead, and are going to be your NFC North champions, and will be the number 1 seed. We'll get the bye. The Eagles will play the Packers. The Bucks will play the Commanders, and the Rams will play the Vikings. That'd be a good game, Rams and Vikings. That'd be a good one.
So I'm done doing play-by-play, guys. I'm not going to leave, but if you want to talk any more sports, hit the message board. The game's already over. 3-possession lead, as Roll Tide just spoke of. Lions do have the victory at the Motor City. So get on the message board, guys. I'll be here for another 5-10 minutes if you want to talk any kind of sport. I'm personally looking forward to that UFL. I really am. It's a different rule set than the NFL, and I'm hoping that the NFL does accept and implement many of the UFL rules.
Vikings The Vikings still in Minnesota, yes. The Minnesota Vikings are still in Minnesota. I think if Ohio State plays like they did against, let's say, Oregon, then they lose to Texas because Ohio State didn't have a good defense, while Texas does. And I heard this from a Texas fan. He said we have the best defense.
Oh, it's my son. Guys, look at this. Miles Heller just joined us. A firefighter in training. My 16-year-old son. Tip of the hat to your bravery. My son, Miles. God bless you, sir. I love you very much. Wow. Great to have you on, buddy. Roll Tide, I lost your volume. Hopefully you can come back soon.
Oh, hello, my bad. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think this Notre Dame team has a good chance of winning it this year. I think they're the second best team behind Ohio State because the way Ohio State has been playing. No offense to your team, because
perfectly fine.
Ohio State has been playing really good football. They look like one of the best teams I've seen in 3 years. So
and I want to hear that. As I
Jeremiah
spoke,
Smith.
I spoke of this previously. I want the Irish to face the best team. The reason for that, I don't want anyone to say Irish got away with it. Irish didn't play the best. I want Irish to play the best. So there is no asterisk on that BCS National Championship trophy. Yep.
But I think with Notre Dame has not lost a game since week 2, so that's the scary part. And Will Howard has not defeated Texas. He has not. He's 0-4 or 0-3. But three out of the 4 or 2 out of the 3 were close games. They were all close games. But I think if we got a Texas Notre Dame game or a Texas Penn State, it'd be a whole lot better of a game, in my book.
I haven't done my homework on Texas or Ohio State fully, so I can't confirm or deny your opinion.
But Ohio State, they should have played like this the whole year with a $20 million roster.
Oh,
they should have played like that the whole year. They should have. And the problem with Alabama this year was their offense could not click on all cylinders. They couldn't get the ball moving like the Tennessee game.
Mm-hmm.
You stop them. You allow 0 points in the first half, and you can't get a field goal.
Do you think the problem is with your new coach?
I think it's with Nick Sheridan play calling too, passing on first down always. You got to run the ball, get yardage. Go short, second down. If it's 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, run the ball to the outside. They're going to think you're going to run it up the middle. I run it to the outside. But it depends on what situation it is. If it's a red zone, I'm running it in the middle, up the middle.
Do you feel that once Nick Saban retired, your recruiting program really took a hit because everyone wanted to play for the best coach of all time? You can't deny it. He's the best coach of all time. Do you think your recruiting program took a hit?
Well, at the beginning, yes. And because with Caleb Downs leaving and Julian Sand leaving to go to Ohio State, and with even Ryan Williams decommitting but coming back to Alabama, and players entering the portal, and players...
the transfer portal, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't like the system. They need to fix it. They need to make it to where you can only go to 2 teams. You chose to go to this team with your heart. You chose to go to that team. They need to make it a limit to how many teams you can go to, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
You need to go to at least 2 teams or 3. 2 or 3 teams at best. Not 4, not 5, not 6.
Yeah.
Not 7.
I agree.
and they should not allow players to enter the portal in the middle of the year, but it gives you another year of eligibility.
Great point.
So, and I think the portal should start after the national championship, and the portal ends at, I would say, probably before the spring games start, because you get an early look and you bond with your team.
Yeah.
You want to be able to bond with your team.
Chemistry is huge.
And after the national championship game, you have plenty of time. You have 2 or 3 months to enter the portal. That's plenty of time. That's about 90 days to enter the portal, make your decision, and sign. The day you have 3 days to go down there and sign, or if it's with a family issue or something, postpone it. But you have at least a week to go down there and sign with that team. And you're on the team. You should not be able to, go in the portal in the middle of the year, in my opinion. And you should not, Cam Rising, he's going to be in college football for a 9th season because he keeps on getting hurt. If you get hurt so many times, why are you still in college football? And I feel like an advantage, because they can still win a Heisman from it. Like Stetson Bennett and Hendon Hooker almost won it.
Yeah, I remember Stetson. He was battling injury with Georgia.
I think that's a drop, man, all the way.
Oh yeah, we're
that's a drop.
I honestly just give it to him. I mean, it's game already.
I don't know.
Well, man, it's 11 p.m. for crying out loud. I do have to get to work. Obviously, guys, I don't do this for a living. This is just something to pass the time and show my appreciation to everyone as well. Being a sports fan, I certainly I don't get paid for, but my all-time dream is to become a professional play-by-play commentator. So everybody out there on YouTube and TikTok watching me, please hit that follow and subscribe and keep in touch. I really want to. I don't just selfishly want your follows and your subscribes, but I want to build a relationship, guys. That's what social media is about. You help me, I help you. Whatever I can do to help you. I really want to hang it up, though. I got a long day tomorrow. So God bless America. Thank you so much for joining, and I hope to see you again. I'm going to leave with this as well. Penn State, Notre Dame, Thursday night. If I'm not working, you're going to see this face and hear this voice go absolutely wild. Don't freaking miss it. So Roll Tide, thank you for your kindness and your friendship. Keep in touch with me through comment, and we'll talk more later.
Okay. Have a great night, sir.
Enjoy yours. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, man.